Chaos. Let's go. I'm prepared. Are you prepared? Because I sure am. I'm excited for the chaos. Mentally and physically. Ish. But Cimarella and Dab, welcome in. How are you both doing though? I can spell. I went to school. I promise. Also, I don't know why this is not working. Hold up. Oh. Oh. I see what it is now. Okay, cool. Cool. You're doing good today? Oh, good. Good. I feel good today as well. I had a very thought-provoking class today for acting. And that is literally it. I kind of just sat here today just thinking about life and other things. But mentally preparing for just the weekend, trying to get things, ready to go and stuff like that. And it's been working. So I feel fantastic. Pancakes and Yellow Love and Grace, welcome in, my friends. How are you all doing today? Welcome to the festivities of the stream, because I'm a streamer and I stream. Anyway, but I'm glad that you're back home, Pancakes. And this Gracelyn, welcome in. How are you doing today? Welcome in, and welcome in, Tyler. Hello. How are you all doing? I feel good. It's also actually what's really great. Today is a warm day, so it's not as cold as it usually is in Illinois, which is quite wonderful when you really think about it. It's actually wonderful that it's not cold. But today, today's stream, what we're gonna do is we're gonna be building a interesting house, because tomorrow's stream is gonna be special, because I'm gonna be leaving my game unpaused all day tomorrow, and I wanted to prepare for that stream today by building the house. I've already made the Sims, but we're gonna build the house today, so I'm very excited. You're stressed? Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Tyler. You went to ice? Oh, I actually saw your Instagram story that you went to the zoo. How was it? Because I haven't been to my zoo in like two and a half years or so. It's been a minute since I've been to the zoo. It's probably delayed, that usually happens sometimes, so. Taylove, welcome in. How are you doing today? And Boda, welcome in. Bodalicious style, welcome in. How are you doing? Baby penguins and stingrays. I haven't seen a stingray in forever. Baby penguins. Oh, I love that so much. That's so cute. Crowded with field trip kids. Oh no. That's scary. That's really scary. I don't like that for you. I don't like that for you at all. Crowded children? Field trips? No. We don't like field trips. Field trips are scary. But penguins are my favorite to look at the zoo, because I think they're really cool. Plus, I just like walking around in the zoo half of the time, just because that's what I love. That's just me. But I'm so excited, though. I'm excited. But anyway, regardless. So I've already made the Sims for tomorrow's stream, and we have 8 Sims. So it's a full house here. We got Bob Pancakes. We've got Eliza Pancakes, aka Susan. BB Rexa, Joy, Dave Bailey, and then 3 random Sims that I made years ago. Pirla Tovar, and then we got Lucian Charles, and then Janae Barber. I've made a lot of Sims. These are actually Sims I put in my save file. Well, these 3 down here, I did. But the other like 5 are just like random Sims you can find off the gallery. I took the Sim session Sims that we had, and I was like, they could be in a house. They could cause some chaos. Why not? I think it'd be very funny. A tiger shark? Tiger shark touch tank. What's that? You just went with your dad because your mom was working and your sister was out of town and your dad had the day off. Oh, well, that's fun. Didn't you say if you had like some type of pass that you can just go whenever? And Pan, welcome in. How are you doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. Janae Barber looks interesting. What's her story? Well, she doesn't really have a story. Mainly she loves the outdoors. She really loves, sports and being active, but she really doesn't like people. So I would count her as a mixture of George Cahill, who's really paranoid and really crazy, and Johnny Zest. So I didn't really give her a backstory as much as I thought I did, but she has a really interesting vibe to her. She lives in a trailer park. She lives literally where Johnny Zest lives. I made a house for her. She came from riches, and then she went down to rags after her parents died in a mysterious fire and a crazy Ponzi scheme that resulted into all of her money being gone. And now she's poor. And now she lives in a town that she's not really well versed in. And Scarlett, welcome in. How are you doing today? What if I made Doja Cat and made her marry BB Rexa? Well, this one, probably not. I probably want to do it for this one, but maybe next time. Most likely, whoever survives this house will go to the next round. It's kind of like Survivor. Oh, a yearly pass. That's right, $50 because our county that we live in does a lot of zoo. There's a lot for the zoo, so you get a discount. Oh, good. Oh, good. Yeah, welcome in, Scarlett. How are you doing? How you feeling? Oh, and when I was making these Sims, I was trying to experiment with a lot of clothing and styles that I wouldn't particularly, use on a Sim. And I think I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun really mixing and matching a lot of outfits together just to make them wild and crazy. Especially with Janae. I like her outfits. And then Lucian, this is what he looks like up close. But yeah, so I was thinking we'll do multiple rounds of this type of leaving my game unpaused. Every once in a while, I'll do them. And the first round, I really wanted to test the water to see what it's like, because I've never done it before. I've only seen people do it. So whoever survives the house, whoever lives long enough, basically, we'll go to the next round of the next house will probably be all supernaturals, is what I'm thinking. And Savvy, welcome in. How are you doing today? Welcome. I need to put your Sims in your game. I recommend them. I mean, yeah, Janae, Lucian, and Perla. Perla is on the gallery. I need to change the date real quick. But yeah, those 3 Sims are up there. Yes, indeed they are on the gallery. What is today? Here we go. You're doing pretty good. I got a lot of stuff done this afternoon, and now you're relaxing. I'm unfortunately dealing with a lot of pain. Oh, I hope your leg feels better. Hopefully this stream will help your leg heal. But yeah, make sure you drink some water, get some rest, do what you got to do. But relaxing is good. And Tabika, welcome in, and Polka, welcome in. How are you doing today? Hope you're all doing well. I'm gonna save as this thing because I will forget. Because also I don't even know what save this is. There we go. You have tea to share? Oh, do you? Are you sharing that tea then, Savvy? Oh, we already did. Oh. Cheated on Amethyst? I'm not surprised. Oh, you made him do it. Oh. Oh, well, I'm not surprised. So they're not together anymore, and there's been chaos. Her familiar Crystal, her cat, passed the day after the divorce. Oh. Well, that's not good. That kind of reminds me of that one time when we played that one scenario with Bob Pancakes, and what was it? Oh yeah, it was Winterfest or whatever the holiday is when it's wintertime. Bob's father died on Christmas, and then literally the next day Eliza's mother died. So it was like a turn of events. It was crazy. You just loaded your legacy challenge? Ooh. Now remind me, Pancake, what generation are you currently on? I don't remember if you said it or not last time in the last stream. You doing good this morning? Has been chill? Good. I think having a chill morning is always a good thing to have. So the way we're gonna do this challenge is I'm gonna have to build it dollhouse style where the front part is open so you can see everything rather than just like building a house regularly and then just doing a top pan view because I find that's not really interesting. So I'm gonna do a dollhouse style because I think it's kind of funny that way. Not going to be your average house, but I will also upload this to the gallery if you all wanted. I don't know why you would, but you know, if you want it, you can have it. Oh, you're on generation 11. Okay, good. Let me know how your legacy goes then for Gen 11, because I expect chaos. I would hope so. So now she's a single mom with 4 kids. 4 kids? Where did 4 kids come from? Lordy Lou. 4 kids? I couldn't handle that stress. I would lose my mind, literally. Oh, you had a day off, so mostly played The Sims, as one should. As one should. I'm going to... I think I know what I want to do. Cleaning the backyard, which doesn't take long since it's just a patch. Oh, good. I don't think I've actually ever taken care of any like lawn stuff when I was at my parents' house, and I don't do it here at my apartment because it's an apartment. But I've been good though today. I've been mainly just working on editing all of my videos I've recorded lately these past couple of days / streams. So I've just been mainly doing that and doing an acting class I had earlier today. Well, it wasn't a class. It was more just like a little seminar, just listening on. But it was fun. Drinking a lot of water and resting. Good. I have my water, so that is good. Oh, good. The kids will be out the house soon. 2 girls that are teenagers and 2 boys that are kids. Good. They'll be out the house. And then then your sim will be free. Finally. I think it's important to have an empty house. Empty nesters, you know? Okay, so I don't really know what I want to do with everything, but I do want to make it semi-functional, but also kind of make it look a little bit interesting and chaotic. I'm gonna add a lot of things in this house. That's all that I know. I think the last thing I want is something up here. I'm gonna push these back a little bit so they can get to places. Oh, they got engaged and Bigger was Gen 4 and she's already planning the wedding and the events leading up to. Oh my gosh, wait, that's so exciting. Ooh. I haven't planned a wedding with any of my legacies because I get so nervous. I'm not ready for them to move on, you know? Like I'm scared. Like I don't want them to like, you know, do anything. I just want them to just live forever and have a very fun time. Because that means they're growing and they're gonna die soon and leave me. And that's not what I want. I want them to live forever. But then a part of me wants like the legacy to grow. So I'm like, you can die now. you can leave me at any time. Your Centauri started a fire? Oh. Well then. Fires are good. Provides heat in a home. Okay. I think that's what I want to make my house. My house looks funky, but I think it kind of looks cool. Don't you think? Oh, it's a townhouse. So landscapers were here today cutting the lawn for the first time in the back. First time? The first time? What about the other times? The first time. It's like, that's a little bit sketchy. That seems weird to me. But that's good though. That's good. It was looking like a jungle back there. Oh, I bet it was. I've seen worse like townhouses and like landscapings in my lifetime, and I'm just baffled at the sheer whatnots that was that house. You set up an area of stuff that has to go to the dumpster, but didn't feel like doing that today. That's another time for another day. That's a I'll do later and not now moment. That's me with my own trash in my own apartment. Like, I'll do that later. I don't want to do it now. I'll take it out when I want to. Because I'm too lazy. Might give it a download again. I recommend it. Oh, she's a max cooking skill and she and her husband That's, oh my. That's crazy. You know, it very rarely happens that there will be a fire when your sim has level whatever in like the cooking skill or whatever skill. But when it happens, it's like, it's shocking. It is literally the most shocking thing I've ever seen. I think my sim bought pancakes has done that before one time. I'm pretty sure. And I was like, I'm not surprised at all. And Coward Mantis, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. How are you doing today? I hope your day is going pretty well and swell this fine evening. What the? Oh, what? Oh, okay. You're excited for tomorrow's stream? I'm excited too. I wanted to get your opinions though. Should I give these Sims set skills or no? Because I've had thoughts I wanted to, but I'm like, leave it to their own devices to do whatever they want with it. Let them build skills on their own. No? Okay. Because reminder, everyone, this is the first round that we're doing this challenge, and the next round will happen in the future, where we'll add like different Sims, because like my idea is like whoever survives this house for the first round will go to the next round and kind of carry on, you know, moving on to the next legacy and generation and stuff like that. Okay. Oh, it is a rare, but I'm freaking out. And my Sims were just standing there and I'm yelling, put it out. Why is that me? That's literally me. I yell at my Sims all the time, like, put out the fire. And they just stand there. I'm like, okay, then get caught on fire then. I do not care. Goodbye. But then I'm like, no, I want to make them live a little bit longer. So I just try to save them. Usually I think if you reset the Sim, it should work, right? Let them fend for themselves. I'm going to add the piranha pool, that's for sure. I'm gonna have the piranha pool probably at the bottom somewhere around here. But I don't like the lighting on this lot, so maybe if I turn it. Well, let me see. Because I want to make sure the lighting looks good on each side, but I think once we add in the lights, it'll look better, I guess. Because you can see everything, right? Because this is usually, I think this is how it's gonna look. Yeah, so it's gonna look like this. This is gonna be like the view of the entire stream tomorrow. And you'll see all the Sims doing whatever. I might lower the roof a little bit so we can kind of maybe shrink down a little bit, like around here. So you can see the bottom part a little bit more, and then you can go up and stuff like that. So I think that will look good for the general shape. I'll add more to it, of course, but this is kind of like what the angle will be. Ooh, you're eating dinner. What are you eating for dinner? Anything special? Also, Pancakes, what was your Sim cooking, by the way? Because I've... I've noticed that with cooking in The Sims, it depends on what your Sim is cooking. At least that's what I've noticed. Sometimes my Sims will cook the most highest skill thing and then it sets on fire. Or the most basic thing and then it sets on fire. What's the wall height? Oh, the wall heights are all short wall height. My worm named Melba, welcome in. How are you doing? Maybe medium will help expand the lighting more. So maybe medium wall height for the first floor? Or for all of them? Because I think that would help, yeah. It's a very funky house. Ramen, like instant noodles. Ooh. I haven't had instant noodles in a long time. That sounds good. Yeah, I think so. Because if I rotate the lot, if I rotate it, it still looks the same. So I mean, there's really literally no difference of any kind. But yeah, I think once I put lights and everything, I said just mess around with it until you find something that works best for you. Okay. Okay, cool. I think I want to move this back one, and then probably do something like a little garden on this side. I think that would look really cool. Let's see. Maybe also cut some of this part out. Oh wait, no. Oh, you know, I had a really cool idea of like, if we add it in a basement, remove the floor, but like you can barely see that. You could barely see the basement, so there was no way that was gonna happen. Yeah, literally nothing. So if you don't know what we're doing today, literally right now, tomorrow I'm gonna be doing a lovely stream where I'm leaving my game unpaused all day. You've probably seen like Little Simsy do one, and Kelsey Dangerous and Dr. Glue one. They've done streams like that where they left their game on unpaused the entire stream and let the Sims do whatever they want to their own devices. Things could happen where Sims could get pregnant. They could, you know, do the most wackiest things. You name it, the Sims would probably have done it already. But so we're just kind of preparing for it, building the house, kind of getting things set up to my liking. And if you have like any suggestions of any kind that you think could make it more challenging, let me know. And I will see what I can do with this house. Quote unquote house, you know. Oh, she was cooking the black and white cookies. That's weird. That's suspicious. Oh, it does have one already. Okay. That's weird though. Now both of your teens are sad by themselves, so I have to age them up. Honestly, technically, you don't really have to age up the teenagers if you don't want to. Because if you didn't know, the teenagers can live by themselves in The Sims 4 and not have like an active adult on the lot, and you still have the same, you know, regular gameplay you would do with young adults. So you don't really have to. I mean, you could literally just see what could happen. Because how long do they have left until they're young adults? Or did they just age up into teenagers? Because there's a challenge that that's kind of similar to that, to your like story. It's called well, they call it like the Big Brother or the Big Sister challenge, where their parents died in a mysterious fire or whatever, and then the oldest has to take care of the youngest or whatever. I think it's kind of cool for like storytelling purposes. But yeah, they can live by themselves and be perfectly fine. Yeah, I wouldn't do it. I say it adds to the challenge. It changes their dynamic. It changes their story. And then you literally could have it where you share it to the other generations. A sauna room for sure. Oh, a little sauna room. I saw his video actually, and what I found so funny. Can I spell sauna? Hello. Okay. I think what happened was one of his Sims just literally disappeared out of thin air, which I was like, oh, okay. Should I have the sauna on the first floor or second floor? Because I think the first floor kind of works, it's like accessible, but then the second floor is actually kind of nice. Because I want to have like each room be like something that they can do, like sleeping and activities and other things. I don't know. But maybe this could be the workout room downstairs. I would assume so, because I have to add an archway, of course. Add this right here. Oh, 3 days? Oh, okay then. I wouldn't age him up then. You're so glad you got a notification and you're on. Oh, good. My streams bring you joy, and I'm having a extremely rough time mentally. Well, I'm glad this could be a good escape for you then. Maybe the second one downstairs seems fine. It looks good. Good software. Okay. And then I think the first floor kind of works. And then we'll put like, you know, workout equipment over here and see. Okay, let's try and figure the rest out. I want this kind of roof because it looks funky. I think it looks funny. Oh, I also want to make it, I want to add another one. Make it even more crazier. Hehehe. Oh, wait. I know what it is. I know what I want. I'm just gonna find it. Where did it go? Where did it go? Here it is. Ah, stop. Go up. No. Go up. Hold up. I'm sorry. Give me a second. But thank you for the resub. Can we get some hype and some love in the chat, please? And thank you. Okay, anyway. But Kim Face, thank you for the tier 1 sub. I really appreciate it so much. Can we get some hype and some love in the chat, please? And thank you. Ooh, yeah. I want to definitely... I think I want to do a stairs for this going up to the second floor, and then maybe a ladder to the third floor. And then maybe, and maybe another ladder going to the fourth floor, maybe. But I like that idea. Kind of swapping them out and stuff like that. And enjoy your lurk, Tabico. I think it looks funny. Oh, I can see better. Lordy Lou. I was like, I can't get close enough to the thing so I can see everything. Can I change colors? Oh, I can. Yay. I want to do a little Dr. Gluon moment because Gluon's so creative with his build, and I was like, I want to do something like that too and see what happens. I think it adds to the challenge. It's sheer chaos. You never know what to expect until it actually happens. Okay. Oh, look, it's like, okay, here's the face, and then, you know, this part's like the neck. Oh, I should color it in. I'm gonna make it red. I don't know why I just typed in red. I'm getting so excited now. Okay. This could be like his neck. Or like the bow tie part, whatever, the shirt. And there's gonna be no sorts of color, like coordination of any kind to this whatsoever. Doesn't work. Oh no, well it kind of works a little bit. Maybe a little bit of blue. One, thank you. It works. Okay, wait. I push the eaves in on the front. Wait. Wait, why do I like it? Oh, I love it so much. Oh, I love it. Hold up, I have another idea. I want a circle. See, if I had tool mod, this would be even more crazier, but I'm not even gonna try and do that. So, well, that's not gonna work. These are all for the floor. I need some type of like wall sculpture that's a circle. That makes sense. Let's see. What's this? That doesn't, well, maybe it does. Yeah, I think it looks a little bit better. You love it too. Thank you. I'm a true artiste at nature. Game, I swear. Thank you. Okay, let's go right here. They're like the little under the eye little cheeky thingies. But I wonder if I change the colors, it looks weird. So I'm gonna leave it selected to white and gray. Because at first I was gonna use the one from the new pack, but I was like, it looks crazy. Well, maybe. I don't know about that. I don't know about that at all. It just looks like his nose is just floating in midair. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. Thor Atkins, welcome in. How are you doing today? I hope your day is going pretty swell and well on this fine evening. We are currently building in The Sims 4, working on a little bit of a chaotic house for tomorrow's stream. Oh, and to let you all know, tomorrow's stream starts at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Central Time is when the stream will be. Yeah, welcome in. But yeah, so tomorrow I'm actually going to be live all day from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Central Time, where I leave my Sims 4 game unpaused. And if you don't know what that basically means, is leaving your game unpaused and leaving your Sims to their own devices to see what could possibly happen. There could be multiple fires, there could be multiple babies. You never really know until it actually happens. It really does make it for interesting gameplay, especially if you're recording it and stuff like that, which I will be doing. Okay. I think everyone should try it personally, just because we all need a little bit of creativity every once in a blue moon. You know what I mean? Gotta swing it up a little bit. Why does this look like a librarian? Okay, so I think that's what I got there. I'm gonna add a bunch of trim to add some definition, of course. Yeah. Oh, wait, that's a nice name. I like that name, Cody. Kind of reminds me of Zach and Cody from Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. That's a nice name, though. I say go for it. Let's do something like this. So we're just planning things out. We're not really doing anything like too crazy, because it would be like a gameplay type of day. Because at first, if I wasn't going to do this, I was going to play Not So Berry, because we are finally on Gen 10. Finally, keyword finally. And but I was like, no, I want to do something really crazy and funny. and leave my game on pause. And I kind of want to make it into a Survivor type of thing, or like a Big Brother type of thing, I guess, where you have these Sims in a house. They're here until their untimely demise or something else. And whoever survives the house goes to the next round. Quite crazy, but also quite interesting at the same time. Let's move this one back though. It's gonna clip through anyway. Actually, if I do this one, there we go. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. I'll scoot this one up and then move this one back. Move this one up. Oh, I can do this. Oh, a cool like building tip. If y'all didn't know this, if you press Shift C on your computer, on your keyboard, basically, you get more roofing options. Whereas originally you only get like one option, but with Shift C you get more. Kind of makes it better because you can manipulate your roofs better to your liking. That is good enough. Yeah, I don't want it. I'm gonna make this part a garden. Let's get a little green pasture. Maybe like this one. Oh no, eco lifestyle. That one there. And then add some hedges. Not that one, the smaller ones. Like these right here. You can't really see if they're gardening or whatever, so I'll leave this one open like that. And I know there's cow plants on the gallery, which I'll probably will get when we get to that point. Do you think I should add anything else to the outside? Because I feel like there's nothing else I could really add, per se. I don't think. I think I'm fine with what I have so far. Oh, the same thing happened again. The team parents just came up to her while she was cooking and proposed, and she said, yes. It happens for a reason. A reason for the season. It was a moment like this that you knew your Sims were ready to get married. Okay, there we go. That's coming along nicely. Thank you. Ooh, that's a good idea. Swing. I'll put it up top. We should definitely plan, like, yeah. I want to plan out each room. That's a good idea. I'll put it up here. Against the edge. Seems appropriate, right? And Geek Mina, thank you so much for the 4-month resub. I really appreciate it so much. We are currently working on a house for tomorrow's stream where I leave my game unpaused all day. Basically giving my Sims to do whatever they want, leaving it to their own devices. AKA chaos will commence tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central Time. I've never done this before, but I've seen it done on multiple angles. And personally, I was like, it's my time to do one of these because I think they're kind of funny. And you never really know what's going to happen until, you know, you actually do it. Bring the chaos. I can't wait. I'm ready. Okay, so we have little, I want to have like a swing up here. Definitely gonna add in the tree because I think trees are really nice. It adds character, you know. Little hello, tree. Thank you. Nice little tree up here. I think it looks nice, right? Nice little tree. Just one single tree. Okay, then down here will be like, this will be like more of the gym area. And since we do have 8 Sims, we'll have 1 double bed. Actually, you know what? I don't think it'll be really, I think it'll be really interesting not to have all 8 beds. We're going to only have 1 single double bed in this entire house. and that's where they can sleep if they want to. We'll add in like the crazy Murphy bed action, of course. You like that wallpaper? You've been using a lot more. I need to use it more often. I keep on forgetting about it though. I know it's mainly like it works best for toddlers, but I always forget. Oh wait, you know what? Do you know if Sims ever go into the rocket ship autonomously? Because if they do, I might find a rocket ship from the gallery. I typed in woohoo in the search bar, then a book comes up, 12 or so swatches of woohoo by Mary Sue Arthur. It's just a bush. It's just a bush. Oh, that's right. I gotta make sure before I put too many items down. I gotta put my stairs and ladders. I forgot about that. Maybe like, ooh, in the garden. It blends in. Yeah, we'll put one right here. Actually, we'll put two. We'll put two of the bushes because, you know, gotta add some red in. Makes it look nice. But let's add in our stairs and then we can figure out the rest of the whole thing. Because we're going to do stairs leading up to the second floor and then, what's it called? Ladders leading up to the third floor and et cetera, et cetera. So let's do a stair placement. This does not seem wrong. I'm going to do configural stairs. Easier. What? Hello? Thank you. You've seen them autonomously builded. I think you haven't, or seen them gotten to it. I've never seen it done before, but I mean, it's never hurt to try, but I think it would just be a useless item if we added it in. I'll move that back. Okay. I bet that sim count is going to also double after 12 hours. I think so. I'm anticipating a sim to die, or at least several sims to die, because I think it would be really interesting to see how it'll all end. Oh wait, I can put this up here. A little ladder leading to the back. I will have to actually carve out the walls though to get to that part. Yeah, it'll be open. Are you going to do what Simsy did and put it on a platform so they are trapped in the house? Oh yeah. Oh. Oh wait. So doing it like this. Just putting everything on a platform. Because they can't get off. Oh. Oh, a foundation. Oh, because they need stairs to get down. Foundations they can just hop off. I like that idea. Foundation. I might do that. I want my Sims to be trapped and scared. I want them to suffer. Okay, I got a ladder in the back leading up to the third floor. And then I'll add another one right here. And then, oh no. Oh no. Well, actually, no, mine doesn't even work anyway. And they can go up here. XOXO, welcome in. How are you doing? And self-loyalty, long time no see. How are you doing today? Welcome in. So we got stairs coming to the second floor, a ladder in the back going to the third floor, and then a ladder on the side going to the fourth floor. Yeah, because I think stairs just get in the way, so just having one up here will work. That still take longer. Okay, so we got that situation out the way, and now we can really, really plan what we need to do with everything. If you can think of anything that I should add in, let me know. But yeah, welcome in. If you don't know what we're doing, we are currently working on a chaos house, is how I would call it. And yeah, because tomorrow's stream is going to be a special one where I leave my game unpaused all day and hope that my Sims do something chaotic and crazy. Yeah, 8 Sims. Because at first, when I was making all the Sims, I was thinking of adding in 1 elder into the mix, but I was like, maybe round 2 could do that. Maybe round 2 can have that. Maybe a little eldership. Because we're doing it on short. No, we're not doing a short lifespan. That would take way too long. Actually, that would, if we did on a short lifespan, that would end so quickly. But yeah, we're starting out with 8 Sims. Oh. Tell me why these Sims are not on here. So the Sims that I'm putting in is Bob and Eliza, Pancakes, BB Rexa, Joy, and that other Sim. The 3 Sims that were from the Sim sessions that we had a while ago. And 3 Sims that I created on my own. One named Pierre, one named Charles, and another one named Dana, I think. You're basic. Yes. But welcome in, and Amanda Sweetwater, welcome in, and how are you? We got all the 8 Sims, and I'll put them all on the gallery if you all want those Sims. I mean, I did not create like 5 out of the 8 Sims. I only created actually 3 Sims. The other 5 I just found from the gallery. But I will put this house on the gallery if you all want this. I don't know why you would, but I will put it up there for your convenience. I need a second wall height. You love my setup? Thank you. I made it myself. Let's do some of these windows right here. Okay, cool. Oh no, you're fine. No, it's fine. I find it kind of funny though. But no, I like your username though. It's like, you're basic. Yes, I am. Because I'm a basic simmer for a base game house. Anyway, keep it. Never change it. And I'm glad you love the yellow. You gotta run. I should be back tomorrow for some of that stream though. Good night and rest of the stream. Yeah, enjoy your rest. Have fun sleeping. I could make it into a chill challenge. That'd be very funny. And self-loyalty, thank you for the $40 donation to Hope for Haiti. Thank you so much. Oh, also tomorrow, I probably won't be at my desk the entire time. So if there were any donations that come through for the charity, I might not notice, but I will probably end up running to my desk and saying thank you for the donation if it happens. Because the charity's still going on till the end of the month, just so you all know. Fork knife. No, I'm kidding. Fortnite. You had one of those days that you didn't feel like the stream. All good. Hey, I have those days all the time. Usually like mere minutes before I stream, I'm like, I don't feel good. So I announce it I'm not streaming. But totally understandable. And you're Haitian and you're proud. Awesome. I love that. What's a charity? So Hope for Haiti is an organization based in Florida, but they are a charity organization that helps people in Haiti. Because if you didn't know this, there was an earthquake in 2011. I should know this. Oh my gosh. I talk about it all the time because my brain is drilled into there. But there was an earthquake that happened in Haiti around 2010, a very massive earthquake where it literally destroyed everything they ever owned. The houses, the people they loved, the schools, literally everything. And so what Hope for Haiti does is that they do everything in their power to give the people of Haiti like access to clean water, healthcare, education. They always have a way to supplement teachers' salaries for like a full year or something like that, or provide scholarships to the students in Haiti for a full year. Like every $1,000 raised to Haiti for Hope for Haiti sends a kid to school on a 1-year college scholarship. And thus far, from this stream and the previous streams we've done, with my team, we have raised over $100,000 for the people of Haiti in the past 2.5 years. So we've done a lot of cool things. And Miss Ruby Shoes, welcome in. How are you doing today? You call it fork knife too. Very good. It's like a fork and a knife. It is really sad. When I first heard about like Haiti, I didn't know anything about it in high school until they did like a presentation, I think. And I remember them talking about it because we were all in the gym auditorium. And at the time I was very confused and I didn't understand. And when I did more research about it, I felt very sad. And I've always been like a giving person. I've always been a person who always wanted to help. No matter what the cost it was, I want to help others. And I didn't have any kind of platform of any kind back then in high school to really, you know, raise money. But I did the word of mouth thing and it helped and it worked. And now I use my platform to do good. And that's why I'm like, let's have some fun. And what's happening within this house? Chaos. Yes, it is. Indeed it is, Miss Ruby Shoes. It is the house where I leave my game on pause for 12 hours. Yes. You like my face? I made it myself. I went to one art class and my teacher said it's beautiful. But yeah, that's what we're doing today. Tomorrow is the stream and it starts at 10 a.m. Central Time. And I expect a lot of chaos to happen into the thing. Oh, I should add in lot traits. I forgot about that. Lot traits. Yes. I want chaos ones. I want I don't know. So I won't be streaming on Sunday. No stream on Sunday as per usual because I have a acting class and an acting audition that day that I can't stream that day, sadly. I would if I could. But no. Where are the oh, they're lot challenges. I want Quake Zone. I want Cursed. Should I add in all the lot challenges? Should I just do that? Should I add in all of them? I don't think, okay, off the grid I don't want to do because I want to see just stuff like that, but I think adding in all the lot challenges minus like the 2 would be really funny. I'll do Wild Foxes, yeah. Will they all die? I'm anticipating that they will. I'm anticipating that they will die. I mean, when I say you're my new favorite streamer, really? Yeah, I am taking acting classes. I am an actor. I've been an actor for 4 months now. I'm also a voice actor as well. So I've been doing a lot of training, a lot of classes, a lot of learning these past couple of months, and it's been doing really well and it's paying off. So yeah, I'm a hero for my Sims dying quickly. Thank you. But in general, thank you. Oh, what challenges would be extreme? It would be. Maybe we do that for the next round. I think also on Dark Leyline would be really cool. Yeah. So we can have some vampires in here, children, whatnots. And Cassandra, welcome in. How are you doing today? Wait, register vampire lair. With this lot registers as a vampire lair, the League will send various gifts from time to time. With a mail, no less. Okay, that's not exciting. A dark envelope. Wait, void envelopes on this lot upside down. Vampires will most likely visit lot. Okay, cool. I like that. You hope to be an actor when you grow up. It's so much fun. It really is. It really is. And you know what? I have to say, okay, wow. Finding like doing acting classes now really will help you, especially like if you live in an area that is like a big market like Atlanta or LA or New York or whatever. there's a lot of classes, but there's also like local markets to take a bunch of acting classes now. So I really say go for it now and do like the training ahead of time so you have that expertise and understanding of the industry without going into it blind. Oh, you did? Oh, I'm so glad. I'm glad you like the builds I've done. I'm so close to 11,000. So I'm excited. Sunday will be your birthday. Ooh, that's so exciting. Ooh, well, happy early birthday, Self-Loyalty. I'm excited for you. Also, never mention your age in chat, because if you do and you're under 13, we're gonna have to ban you. I'm not sorry, because it's Twitch's rules and I don't want to get in trouble. So, yeah. Twitch has this rule, you're going to be older than 13 to have a Twitch account. And if you are under 13, I'm going to have to ban and report your account. Because the internet is a scary place and you never know who's watching. By the way, besties, be careful. So, I am just saying, never mention your age. Is all about safety. This is a safe place to be here. But I never know who's watching my stream, so I always want to say this. Never mention your age. Be aware of the internet, the rules, and especially just the guidelines of social media. Because, again, you never know. Also, Miss Lauren Sims, welcome in. I don't know why I just did that. Anyway, hi. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing good. Oh, I need to figure out where I want to put the kitchen. I think I want to put the kitchen up here. Somewhere up high that will take them a long time to get to. They'll have to take stairs and a ladder just to get to the kitchen. I hope my Sims starve. Unless y'all be likely make me feel old. You know, okay, the other day, what's so funny? I did a poll on Twitter. I did a poll on Twitter of saying, how long have you been playing The Sims? And I'm literally not joking. 5,000 people voted on the poll, which is insane. But also, it feels good to know that a lot of people have played for 22 years. Like, I've been playing this game since I was a young wee child, and I'm not joking. I've never felt more old when people said, I just started, or it's like, the years are really out there. And welcome in, Miss Lauren, welcome in. And Soulful Emotional, welcome in. How are you doing? Oh no, I want to use the basic stuff. I want to be a basic simmer and use all the basic appliances. I anticipate fires. Manifest chaos right now. Chaos. Fires. Destruction. Let's put a stove right here. Oh, you've been playing The Sims when it first came out? Same. I've been playing this game since the day it came out as well, and I've never felt like I really feel like a true simmer of playing this game for this long. I've played every single version, minus the ones on the DS. You've seen that poll, and you felt ancient? Me too. I felt ancient as well. But you know what makes me feel more ancient? When I say I have to rewind my VCR to watch my videos, and then they say, what's a VCR? And then my soul just dies a little bit every time when people say, I don't know what a VCR is. What's that? And I'm like, oh no, why? I want to die inside. Every time. I'm like, oh no, I'm just gonna go cry for a little bit and come back. You started playing in December, but how long I've been playing is not reflective of my age. Same. You used to skip school to play The Sims? Oh, in high school? You know, hey, honestly, Makes sense. Because I'm not joking, I would skip so many like social events in high school just to play The Sims. Because I'm like, Sims is great and they won't talk back to me. Like my social bar is like, it goes low. I am just like, I can't handle social events as much anymore. And I'm like, I need to take a nap after what I just witnessed. Let's do some of these things right here. These are debug. Those are debug, so they're not functional. Might as well earn some money. This one. And welcome back from your lurk, Happy Co. You tried leaving your game on pause and it kept pausing. So there's cheats that you have to put in your game for them. Yeah, there's cheats that you have to type in so the pop-ups won't appear. Because that's usually what happens. The pop-ups makes the game paused again. So it's all the cheats you gotta put in, which I don't really know what they are. I have to ask Simsy or Gluon what they are so they can tell me, because I don't know. Same social events are exhausting. They really are. Like, I just don't have time nor the energy to do it anymore. My Sims don't need a fire extinguisher. They can burn. I just sound awful saying these words. I'm like, my Sims can die. They're fine. They can cry later. Oops. There we go. You can never afford it as a kid, but I've been playing since The Sims 2 through your BFF. And that's what most people have done these past couple of years. They've been playing through like their best friends or something like that, which is really cool. I started out with like a very basic computer. Not the best, nor was it the greatest at all, but it sure was something indeed. And Sims 2 is where my true love lies. I love that game. I will love it until the day I die, because I'm not joking, that game was and still is superior when it comes to gameplay for me. You would sleep over just to play. There was a time when I played The Sims 2 for a solid 12 hours from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. on a school night. Don't do that, because that was just not ideal for my brain. Sims is such an escape. It is. Sims is the best no matter what issue there is with it. Yeah, and that's what's so great, because I always look past all the glitches and, you know, random bits of the game, because like how long I've been playing this game, it's literally my entire life, and I always like move past it and like look for something different that will be exciting for me to do differently. Like, I avoided the entire wedding experience just because I wanted something different and change the way I played. But I don't know. It was exciting just to be able to experience the game in a new way. Oh, your friend introduced it to you as well. Oh, nice. Oh, there's no swatches for this one? Okay. Let's do this one instead. I think this looks nice and grungy. I'm not going for pretty. I'm going for slapping things together. You started in 2018. Ooh. So you just started with The Sims 4 then. That's cool. It's always so interesting to see like when people started playing The Sims and like what was their journey from the very beginning. Like, it's so exciting to learn this stuff. So that's cool. But yeah, on a school night, I did play The Sims for a long time. Oh, we just had some type of virus on the family computer, so it was never worth it. Lineware and Bearware ruined desktops. Yeah. But you know, back in the day, we may or may not have downloaded music off of the internet in some interesting, simple, weird conspiracy way that may or may not be illegal. We've never done anything like that. Never. We've never done anything like that. No, we were simple law-abiding citizens of our country. It was love at first sight. And still, Jay, welcome in. How are you doing? Welcome in. We are working on our lovely house for our leaving my game on pause stream tomorrow. So we're just kind of putting things together and just kind of making it happen. You can't wait for May 4th and moving on. I'm excited. So yeah, in the Discord on May 4th, we are watching Turning Red, and I'm very excited to watch it with you all. It'll be my 5th time watching the movie because I'm addicted, but hey, it's worth it. Lime were the CDs I used to make. Yeah, never. No, never done that. Never download anything illegally. We are simple people. We never did that. We obey the rules. Yeah. Of course. Yeah. Totally. Never would be me. My Sims. I loved, see, I never played any of the My Sims games, minus like the PC version, because I never owned a DS. I'm gonna add in a rug in here. You've been playing since the beginning, and I'm an OG. Very good. OGs rise up. I love an OG moment. I think my favorite rendition of The Sims that they've done was probably when they did those spin-off versions of like The Sims 2 and then The Sims with Evil, and like Herbs and Sim City was like really, really fun. I enjoyed that. And then they had Sims Bustin' Out. Like that was my jam, you know? Black Eyed Peas was everything. We started playing The Sims the same month The Sims 1 came out, and since then, that day I've been playing on a daily basis. Very good. I was a wee child when that game came out. Like I was only 3 years old when it came out, but I started playing when I was 4. I don't know why my parents allowed me to play that game, but here I am today. I'm still playing this game like it's brand spanking new. You never converted YouTube videos to put on an iPod? No, never. Never would be you. You follow the rules. Yeah. You would never do that. No. Never. Simple. Oh, I should also add in, let's add in all the basics of like the microwave. Maybe this thing here. I'm gonna add in another one of these right here. But why do I kind of like this kitchen? Oh geez, yeah. But why do I like this kitchen a little bit? It's so basic and so old and beat down, but it works. I swear I wasn't trying to make it look good, grungy, but here we are today, doing a thing. Oh, if I had a pet, this would have been more dirtier. Oh well. Oh, I put a hammy. I'll put a hammy outside. I feel like The Sims has become a part of my lifestyle. Same here. Honestly, it's funny because do you ever have a time where you just go out in public and you just start speaking Simlish out of random, or you start talking about your Sim's life outside in public, and then people give you a weird look of like, what are you talking about? What are you even saying? But never talk about killing a Sim in public because people think you're crazy. Literally crazy. I've done that once or twice in my life. Not proud about that. I may have caused some craziness in the works with that. Watermelon and pumpkins. But it's bright with pastel colors. I also like the kitchen. Thank you. Okay, so we got the kitchen done. And we're going to have a bunch of mix and match flooring, so it's not going to be pretty with the flooring, just so you all know. You did that today? Oh, Phoebe Lay. Sul. Dag. Like, what? Excuse me? Where? No, never killed a Sim on purpose. Never would be you. Oh, they can't ride a bike. That's illegal. No riding bikes in this household. I'm gonna add a random bunny. Why not? I feel like I'm a part of a secret society with the Sims community, and I love it, right? It's like our own little like language. I remember being in labor with your first kid and playing The Sims 3. What? Oh my goodness, that's wild, but so cool. Your child was born a Simmer. They grew up with The Sims. Literally. Because you were in labor. Oh my goodness, wow. That's so cool. Wait, where is, here's some chickens. I'm gonna put the chickens up here. Yeah. You love the big window in the kitchen. Thank you. I don't know what to make this room. I might make it a little entertainment area, maybe, because there's no kids in here, but I think adding in kid items later down the line would help. Oh, I should add in a bassinet first and foremost, because just in case if there's a kid being born. There we go. How are you able to be? How were you able to concentrate? You find yourself humming The Sims 2 all the time, and had some people know where it's from. They just know. They are true Simmers then. Those people, Simmers. I love that. I listen to the Sims 2 soundtrack all the time. Is that bike from base game from the deluxe version? The bikes. Well, technically one is from base game, but I think you need to pre-order Cottage Living in advance at a certain date to get this bike. But it's now a base game, like a little free item that the Sims team added for Cottage Living. Ooh, a chessboard. That's a good idea. Okay. Maybe towards the edge. I think that would work. A little dangerous, you know, a little danger. Imagine you living in this house IRL. If this house was real, I would not live here. I would fear for my life. Here, a little close to the edge right there, up close for everyone to see. I think it works. It was a long labor, so you had to do something. Hey, whatever keeps you busy. You missed out on The Sims 2. Oh no, when people say that they missed out on The Sims 2, I'm like, oh no, you've missed like the good part of the Sims era. Because Sims 2 literally had it all. I'm not joking. It had everything you ever needed. It had zodiac signs. You had the option, like no other Sims game had this, but The Sims 2. But your pets could have jobs. Your pets could literally have jobs and live life, earn money, earn their keep in the household. It just made it so cool to be able to control your pets and do what you wanted with them. Make them a star, make them a doctor, make them in the police force. Like there was everything. And there were even custom memories too for each individual sim. And you could give your sims bios individually. Don't drop a piece is a long way to get it, Honestly, if it falls off, good luck. Oh, I should put a pool in the front. I want a pond. I am sporadic today. I don't know what's going on. I don't think it's called Piranha Pool. I think it's called something different. If filter by Get Famous, packs, Get Famous. But yeah, today I'm working on a build for tomorrow where I leave my game unpaused for 24 hours. That's kind of blocking its view a little bit. Let's put it over here. Let's see what this angle looks like. Maybe if I don't know, I guess we can figure out later with the angle and guess later. You miss the random drama that would occur in The Sims 3? Me too. I miss being able to sue my Sims for slander. Literally suing Sims for slander in The Sims 3 was my favorite thing ever. I was like, you're suing me, I'm gonna sue you for slander. You're crazy. Sims 2 was top tier. I think I'm gonna put it on the schedule for next week to play it. because I haven't played Sims 2 in a hot minute. Plus, we got to finish our playthrough of Sims Pet Stories anyway. It feels like you can create a drama in the Sims forum. Yeah, and I think that's kind of fun. Because in a way, it feels like the Sims 2 and the Sims 4 are similar. And so you can create a lot of different things from it. This is not necessary. Okay. What could this room be? I guess this can be the kids' play area. For now, it's gonna be empty. And I think, oh, okay. I think adults can play in the doll houses, right? Can they do that? I could be wrong. Where did it go? Cut Nigel. Go. You missed Sims holding grudges on each other, the serious drama. Oh, I missed that. Literally the other day. Did we play Sims 2 this week or was it last week? Either way, when we played Sims 2, oh, yeah, my witchy legacy that I have in the Sims 2, I forgot that Malcolm Landgrab had a grudge on my sim where I didn't. And it was like, why is he not, flirting? And why is he not, being friendly or whatever? I forget he hates my sim so much that he doesn't even want to even associate with me at all. So it makes sense. He doesn't want to do anything. He says, I don't want to see you no more. You can leave. Okay. Go. the sheer drama. I even like all the pre-made households in The Sims 2. Like, mainly the world of Pleasantview is what I love the most. Pleasantview was my neighborhood. The neighborhood that I loved. And I still play through till this day. What else can I add around here? Maybe a bookshelf, because I do want them to have several books to learn from, if one of them's gonna even read a book. Let's add the eco lifestyle one, because I think that looks fancy. Add that here. Maybe a little table in the middle could work. Maybe a little guitar. Oh, this little thing right here for later. Fires. This is an easy catch 22 fire starter. Yeah, that'll be a good one. Yeah. This lovely little station when there's a kid, eventually, hopefully. Because I think kids will do this autonomously and they'll just like play with it and then it'll be a fire. Yeah, that'll be good. That'll be really good. Okay, only toddlers only. Kids, oh, kids can only play with the doll houses. Okay, this will just be the play area for the kids then. It's a fine. Unless one of the adults have a playful trait, then they have something. I had two of these things here. Where in the world? What else can I add? Bond to start a fire, yes. Oh, speaking of fire, bonfire. I forgot about those things. A little bonfire moment. Why don't I just put that right here? Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Literally, because this house is a menace. I'm not joking. Why don't I just type in fire? Because I think a fire pit would be better. Because it's smaller. Yeah. On a rug. You used to enjoy sitting back and letting the drama occur in The Sims 3. I should do that for a stream or something, or for a video. I think that'd be really, really cool. Leaving my game on pause in The Sims 3. I think I would lose my mind, but also I think it'd be really interesting to see how it would go. Little fireflies in here. In the house. Yeah. You had a lot of love triangles going on. I did too. I think that's kind of what made it funny. So many love triangles. I was the one that was breaking up the marriages. I was a little bit chaotic when I was a kid playing The Sims 3. I was a loose cannon. Literally. The nightmare room. The classified nightmare room. They're all gonna die. Yes. I think this is probably the most unorthodox, most unorganized house I've ever made in my entire life, and I'm loving it. I'm even gonna add carpet, and I don't even like carpet in The Sims 4. Oh, what happened here? Oh. Bonfire in the kids' room. It's gonna be a disaster. I mean, honestly, if this house catches on fire and it spreads, I will just laugh in the background. I'm behind to welcome in. How are you doing today? Yeah, Sims 3 would literally create their own storylines, which I find hilarious. I really enjoyed playing with the Sims 3 Generations more because I love family gameplay, so I love that stuff. And so I would teach all of my Sims how to drive, throw parties, and then the private school, or I guess boarding school, I guess, and all the crazy wacky stuff that normally we can't do. That stuff's fun. What packs is that bonfire? Oh, the fire starter from? Which one? You're talking about this right here? This right here is from base game, and then the fire pit is from Outdoor Retreat. Our very first game pack in The Sims 4. And also, Sis's Corner, think of the host. You still love breaking up marriages in The Sims? You and me are the same. I live for that stuff. But you know, honestly, what's funny is like, I start off wholesome, and I'm like, I want to have a nice, lovely, happy family. You know, maybe 2 generations of happiness. And then I'm like, I'm bored. You need to break up right now. And I just start chaos for no reason. Let's see. Maybe one of these things, but that seems too big, so I'm not gonna add that in. Oh, a little wishing well. Maybe they'll do that autonomously, maybe? Maybe something will come out of this. What? You never played Sims 3 Generations? Because I can't bear for my Sims to die. Oh my. I think the Sims 3 Generation just had everything. Like, I love the Sims 2 with like the whole like generated gameplay that's already there for you, but the Sims 3 Generations was my thing. I lived for that stuff. You want to attempt playing in this house? Oh. You're gonna be in for a treat then. I will upload this to the gallery so you all will be able to download it. It does use a various of packs. It might use all the packs because I want to see what will happen with the most items and also the amount of chaos it'll bring. Oh, you had dinner with a friend tonight? Ooh, haven't seen them since COVID happened, so I'm excited to see. Oh, I'm so happy that you had a nice, lovely dinner with your friend. That's good. That's really good. But I'm doing really well today. We are working on our chaos house for tomorrow's stream, and just kind of putting things together to make it somewhat chaotic. But so far so good though. Your legacy challenge. You're breaking up with your husband after a couple of sim weeks. That sounds like me. I might do that one of these days with one of my households, because I'm like, y'all gotta stir up some chaos. You gotta do something. Like, my Sims are currently pregnant with their first baby right now, and my Sim's still in university, and I'm gonna see how long it will last. Probably for not that long. My eyeballs, I cannot. Lordy Lou. The weather is hot today. It's like 76 degrees outside. You never let your Sims die. You love them all. Hey, you're not a weirdo at all. I love my Sims too much and I don't want them to die either. But I'm like, I need my second generation to be born. But usually what happens though is I end up making some type of memorial or a special like urn place to just kind of remember them, so I don't forget them, and I take a bunch of photos throughout the generation so it's not as sad towards the end of their life. One time, one of my Sims died on April Fool's Day in real life, and then I cried about it afterwards. I was not pleased because no one was home to witness the death, and just came back like, oh, it's like a normal day. I'm like, Someone just died. It was your grandmother who just died. Like, what incarnation? Hello? 77, that's a nice weather. Oh, actually it's 79. It was early, like it was like 80 something degrees earlier. And I was like, I'm getting hot and I'm getting tired. This weather is out of control. Make up your mind, please. Nice chaos house, yes. You're getting rain. Ooh. Is it okay? So is your rain gonna be like just normal rain? But like, what's the temperature? Because I've noticed like if it gets hot and it rains, it is not pretty on people's allergies, and the humidity is just like a no-go. It's a no. It's a no from me. Not a big fan of the rain. Never was, never will be. I want some fancy lights. Actually, let's do something like this. Here. Like another one right here. Change this to like a blue color. Oops. This one can be like right here. Yeah. Oh yeah, all good, all good. Yeah, do your lurking. Do what you gotta do, I understand. Have fun playing Not So Berry. Ooh, a little greenness in this house looks nice. 87 and humid. Oh, I don't like that stuff. Rainy, but still kind of cool. Okay. Okay. 70 tomorrow. Okay, not bad. I just find like this, the weather is, it's doing too much. The energy it's creating, I'm not liking. But they said it's gonna be a certain type of way, and I'm like, okay, you just tell me when, and you better be right. If you're wrong, I'm suing. But so far my allergies have been fine. I haven't had like any trouble with them yet. So it's all right. This house is funky. What is this house? Do you play The Sims right now? Yes. I recommend it 100%. I say, see how far you can go with your legacy. I would. I say, when in doubt, play The Sims. Okay, let's do that here. Let's add this part right here. Oh, a little DJ station. Oh yeah, a little DJ station. I feel like there's something else I can add to the top part of the house, but I just don't know. How far did it go? Oh, right here. It's really that big? Really? The booth is that big? Why? I think it was so much smaller. Oh well. It's a fine. It's a fine. I will put a singular woohoo bush in the corner. And you gotta go, you gotta go. Woohoo bush right there. They already have two. Maybe. What could I add? You don't like being in the rain, but indoors drinking or eating something hot while it's raining is fab. Oh, it is. I know. I love the rain when I'm inside and eating something or drinking something hot, because then I can rest. I can sleep. That's what I live for each day. It's what I am. It's what I be. What will cause this to short circuit? I don't know. Also, like the thought of rain giving nutrients to the farm is nice. True. The farms are happy. But when I'm outside, I'm like, I don't know. And also, Simmer 1997, how are you doing today? I hope your day is going pretty well and so on this fine evening. Welcome in. Fire foam. Don't stop, drop, and roll. This foam provides oxygen. No, okay, that doesn't start a fire. Short circuit. What if I actually... Oh, it's not the same. Okay, well, that's fine. I can leave it right here. This will be like the little fun party room then. But yeah, welcome in. You love it when it rains, makes you sleepy. Same. Like when it rains, I'm like, I'm tired. I just want to sleep all day and never leave my house. Or like, I guess never leave my bed. And I can sleep in my bed all the time. But yeah, welcome in Simmer 1997. We're currently working on our chaos house right now. And at the moment, we're still kind of working bits and pieces of it. We're on like the 3rd floor of the house. We still have the 2nd and the 1st and the 4th floor to do. But so far, it's going great. I am forever pleased with this house because it's so chaotic and I live for it every single day. You know, I'm gonna have one single bed. I need to move, so I'm gonna put a nice little bed right here towards the edge. Right there. Seems logical. They can squeeze through, they're fine. They're fine. All this talk of rain is reminding me, it's Earth Day. Oh, well, that's right. Today is Earth Day. I was watching my friend Sarah Kendall's stream today, and she was playing through the Plant Sim scenario that we got recently. And I totally forgot about that because like I want to try it out and see what you can do with it. But yeah, happy Earth Day, everyone. The Earth is shattering because pollution, and but it's thriving because it's still alive. You're gonna have some ice cream first and play Sims. Very good. Ice cream it up. I can't have ice cream. I'm lactose intolerant. There we go. What else can I put on the side of this? Because I got the 3rd floor basically done. Outside. What can I add out here? Oh, our cow plant. That's right. I forgot about the cow plant stuff. I gotta add in the cow plant. I'll add in 1. Wait, I'm only 4 away from hitting 11,000 followers in the gallery. That's weird. That's wild. Okay, did I put this on the thing? Okay. So if you didn't follow me in the gallery, now is your chance. I don't think I've tried gelato before. I've heard of gelato before, but I don't think I've ever tried it. It's dairy free. Whoa. No, yeah, I've never tried gelato before, but I've heard of it. It's super yummy. Interesting. Oh no, you're fine. You can talk about whatever you want, Pancakes. You are fine. Oh my lordy Lou, what in tarnation? Okay. But yeah, eat your ice cream. But yeah, people say gelato's really good. I've heard. There are 2 cow plants here. There's one that's living, free cute cow plant. Okay. Not free. It costs 675 simoleons. It's wild. Let's see. I guess this is fine. Yeah. You just looked up flowers and plants earlier. They have... Oh, we'd have to plant this weekend so everything blooms on time. You do love a garden, so it's looking forward to digging the soil. Ooh. My dad had just put down some new soil for his garden. Well, technically my parents did. My dad did all, like, you know, the plowing of the soil to make it look good. And it's going great. He's having a lot of fun. I almost said he's having a hootenanny, but oh, he's having a very glorious time with his garden. So kind of nice to see him happy. and doing things outside. Okay, I guess that's all I technically wanted to add. But I feel like I should move the cow plant, the sunny part of the build, and put something else over here. I don't know. I'll put Hammy over here so they can have a rave. And then remove this. Put the cow plant here. Put the woohoo bush closer so they can get over here. F5. There we go. Now they have room to get to the woohoo bush and stuff like that. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Add a pool. I think I do want to add a pool. I'll add a pool, probably in the top part of the build. Where can I put this? On the side? A small little teeny tiny swimming pool. What if I do? Let me see. Because if I add a swimming pool right here, oh, that can work. Oh, wait, that looks cool. A little side. And there's little windows too. Oh, that's perfect. Good. I hope, never mind. I need to stop saying just things that are on my brain. This is not healthy. Where is the pulley thingy? That says a pond. Ooh, foundation. Where are the things? Oh, they're right here. I will add in this little thing here. Sorbet is your favorite. Ice cream, no, but no dairy, just smooth ice. I feel like I've had a sorbet before. Prevents me to having all the lactose intolerant consequences. It's your stream, say whatever you want. Okay. Hoot nanny. Kafloodle. Fleeby lay. Dag dag. Kanarnakavoo. Help. Help. Okay, little lights here. It's kind of like an infinity pool a little bit. Plus this makes it a little bit smaller, which works. I do need to move over. Well, not really. I don't really have to move this over. I still have like a small little opening, I guess. So it's not the end of the world. So I'm gonna make this downstairs right here, like part of just the bedroom. So they can just have one singular bed. Just one bed, but it's gonna be a Murphy bed. Crush. Soul soul. Dag dag. Dag dag. Yeah, I'll put it over here. I think that kind of works. And then some cheap appliances. Some cheap thingamabobs. Good thing these Sims cannot sleep in pet beds, because if they did, I would weep. They can build up their charisma with one mirror. That mirror is so high. Why? That's perfect. Let's get some right here. Also, let me save my game, by the way. I didn't save this whole time. Yibs. Yibs yibs. Shaka bra. Are we a Sim? Are we being controlled? This is gonna be this is making me so excited for the stream. I'm excited. Chaos, chaos, chaos. And Gemma Bean, welcome in. How are you doing today? Welcome into the chaos stream. Help. I'm confused. Oh my. Oh, that looks kind of cool. They have a single blind. Oh, I'm so sad that you're sad. My brain. Oh gosh, wow. I'm so sorry that you're sad. Hopefully the stream can perk you up. My words are not forming sentences correctly. Help. Anyway, Pine, how are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. I'm struggling. You know what's great about tomorrow's stream? I don't have to talk for 12 hours. What if I just sleep for 12 hours tomorrow? Fully knowing full well I can't do that because I have so much work to do. But this gives me a chance to not actually have face cam and having lights on my face for 12 hours. What a fun time for me. But yeah, I'm so sorry to hear that, Gemma Bean. But I'm doing really good though today, besties. We're currently working on our chaos house for tomorrow, and I'm thinking very chaotic thoughts right now. Or as BitLife would say, I have started thinking about dark thoughts in The Sims for sheer chaos. But so far so good. Starting chaos for no reason in The Sims for our chaotic household. We have 8 Sims that we're going to put in this home. We have Bob Pancakes, Eliza Pancakes, the 3 Sims from the Sim Sessions update thing we had a while ago. It's like BB Rexa, Joy, and that one character that I do not remember his name at all. And then 3 random Sims that I just created out of pure joy. But what's also interesting, I have all the lot traits on this lot. Every single, or actually all the lot challenges, minus off the grid and simple living. Because I feel like my Sims 1 will starve to death if I had simple living on, which I wanted to have some challenge to it, but not that challenge yet. But doing good so far. I've had a fantastic day, did some acting stuff, been working on some homework for one of my acting classes just to practice on, and just organizing my calendar. So it's been a good day, a really good day. How's the weather for you over there? Is it gonna work? No. Murphy bed, they'll sleep this way. I don't want them to sleep. Actually, you know what? I'll give him a couch. I'll give him my couch that I made. Nice. And Social Sweetie, welcome in. Hello, hello. Oh, so if you just popped into the stream just now, this is what the house looks like so far. That is the house so far. We've already done like the 3rd floor. We still have to work on this top part here. And then, of course, 2nd and then 1st floor. And I'm going to put on a foundation so my Sims cannot escape. So far, so good. It would hurt so bad to be a streamer with bright lights on you hurting your eyes. I don't know how you do it. Honestly, I just don't look up sometimes. Sometimes I don't look up. Plus, I always keep my lights very low where they're not too much on my eyes. So they're not too bright, because I find too bright is not good. It doesn't help. I've never played Phasmophobia. I own it, but I don't play it. But I do have Phasmophobia, I just never played it before. Oh, what about the gnomes that fix things overnight if something doesn't automatically do it? Ooh, I didn't think about that actually. Because all the lot challenges we have. Wait, the gnomes fix things overnight? Really? I know with gremlins, they break stuff. And then with, but I didn't know that. Huh. You're excited for turning red? Me too. I'm excited for turning red on May the 4th. That's same as well. If you do it on foundation, they won't be able to get to the piranha pool. Then we must put the piranha pool on the inside then. Oh, but I don't have space. Well, do I have space? I might expand the bottom floor a little bit more. Well, actually, never mind. It works, but now I gotta put... Okay, I have space. Where's the entrance? I'll expand the side out a little bit more. Put this in right here. Yeah, good enough. Okay. We'll add in an archway. Right here? Yeah, we'll put an archway right here so they'll be able to get to it. And then they will suffer. Oh. Well, looks cool. No, I'll just do a small archway. It's fine. Where is this being put at? Yeah, I'll just do a singular one because I feel like I need to use up all the space I can do, or I can have. Give me single archway or give me death tomorrow. BRB, you gonna go to your PC? All good, all good. Yeah, I didn't even know the gnomes fix things. Is that because of a lot trait, or is that just because of just in general? Because if that's the case, that's not good. But then again, we do have gremlins, so they'll break anything anyway. We'll just do it again. I wonder if there'll be any fires, because Bob Pancakes cooks food, and he's a professional cook. But I just don't know. Oh, it's a lot trait. Oh. Oh, I don't even have the gnomes. Yeah, I don't have the gnome lot trait on then. So they won't fix it at all, which is great. Cheap motel over here. Cheap motel. Now I want to make a motel. I'll do it later. Just not now. Are you and Sheila and Gluon and everyone playing another multiplayer stream? It is in the works. Gluon hasn't said anything about it yet, but I believe he's going to axe around and then plan something out. But that is the plan, to do another multiplayer stream with that mod. Because that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. I didn't think I would enjoy, well, I knew I would enjoy playing with my friends, but I didn't think I would enjoy playing with the mod because I'm new to that mod. I've heard about it, but never really used it. Plus it was very confusing the first time it was announced of the mod. But I also think that we might also do, like, just me and Shella and somebody else we'll play with the mod, I believe. But yeah, that is our plans. Ooh, has anyone seen Turning Red? We got a poll. Yes, I have. 4 times. I've seen Turning Red 4 times, and I'm obsessed with the soundtrack. The soundtrack alone is what I love. Mainly just the soundtrack. It's like, wowz. Oh no. No. Well, that's not gonna work. Anyway. Maybe like an easel. Oh no, a Simray. Yeah. No, but you want to? Well, if you're not doing anything on May 4th at 6 p.m. and if you're in our Discord, we're going to be watching Turning Red, so you'll have a chance to see it. Aha. Because I think now with my schedule, I'm finally getting to a regular pace with all the acting classes I'm doing and just overall everything else. We might be able to resume our weekly movie nights like we used to back in the olden days of Discord. Yeah, 6 p.m. Central Time. In your legacy challenge you have on Leyline, you got triplets. Now it's credit in my household. Build a new house for Gen 12 because the heir is a young adult with twins. Oof. Good luck, bestie. Good luck. I like having on Leyline so much for like challenges. Like the 100 baby challenge is always my favorite because they have triplets and it's like, ooh, exciting times. There we go. Get rid of this. Oh no, not my trim going away. Not my trim getting deleted. There we go. I'm gonna also add in a rug near the fireplace. I swear I'm not joking. That movie is just so cool. Like, I seriously love Pixar so much. just Disney and Pixar they have a lot going on, and it's just wonderful at the sheer talent and what they do to make the story come to life is just amazing. I seriously love them. I just hope that they don't make another Toy Story movie, because I kind of forgot how Toy Story 4 ended. I really do not remember whatsoever. But yeah. Oh, also Grey's Anatomy. If you watch Grey's Anatomy, April and Jackson are coming back for a season finale on the 26th of May, I believe. You'll be at work? Oh no! Don't worry, we'll have more. And but I would say Turning Red is a really good movie. It's hilarious. There's serious moments, but it's like very funny, like with the whole Pixar style as per usual. I'm gonna add a coffee table too. Be fancy a little bit. Also, how? Oh, I gotta move it back a little bit more then. Anyway, let's move this part. Let's move this over here. Let's move this right here. And we'll move this mirror over here near the spiders. Move down this. Down like that. That's good enough. Oh no! There you go. Perfect. Neat. Ted and Red's your favorite movie? Who's your favorite character in the movie? I mean, of course, the main character will always be my favorite. But I'm like, who else? Who else is that? Another plant on the side. Now, I don't know. If I put things close to the fire, will it be catching on fire even more? Maybe. Possibly. But I think that's what I want for the bedroom, so it's good. They can do that. And then this part right here, I just don't know. I don't know what else to even add to a house when it comes to something like this, when it's all adults. Do you think I should give them some type of maybe like a what's it called? A desk, like something to write on, like a computer. I feel like they would maybe, well, probably not, because I think they would always like go onto the computer, never do anything, or they'll stay on it the entire time. May and her friends and the dad. The dad is hilarious. The way he just freaks out is funny. I think it, like, because I watched the documentary, or like the behind the scenes or something that they did on Disney Plus talking about it, and it was really nice. It's very personal, which I think is really really cool. What else? Oh, they don't have a bathroom. Oh my gosh, I didn't give them a bathroom. I also might make this a little bit smaller now that I think about it. A little bit smaller. There we go. Oops. Scoot you over. Thank you very much. There we go. This can be their bathroom. Shower tub combo. Actually, that will cover everything. So we'll do this one here. And then we'll do a nice little toilet. And then the sink. I'm gonna add in my sink that I decorated. Especially at the end. Yeah, I need to watch it again because I end up falling asleep, or I see moments and then I don't remember them anymore. So I have to go back in and rewatch it again just to see all the other moments that I probably have missed. Oh, they need a laundry, but I don't think they'll do it autonomously at all, but I'll add it in just in case. Just in case if they do the laundry. Probably won't. But where? See, toilet. That's a litter box. They don't have any cats. Let's see. Let's see, laundry. Laundry. There we go. I'll put them side by side instead of stacked. Then stackable. I could see everything. Into the toilet though. Oh, they will load into the washer, but I think that's it. Oh, man. SMH. Stinky, stinky Sims. I guess it'll be fine if they add it into the washer. If they don't do anything, I'm like, okay, it's fine. No, they need a tub. They need a tub. And I'll put it right here. She'll put this right here instead. See. Ooh, all these little dirt patterns. Really cool. The seance table. Will they do anything with that? I always forget about all the little interactions that we have in this game. Because I always forget that I'm the one controlling these Sims, or I'm not controlling them, but 9 times out of 10, I'm always controlling them. So I always forget about all the little things that they can do by themselves. What else? What else? What else? I didn't think building a house like this would be so difficult, but it is. Oh, a little cat mural. Yeah. That's cute. I'll do it in different colors. Oh, I can't. Hold up. What's one? That's a blue. That's a brown. Do a brown. There's a pink one. Oh, the black one. Oh, okay. That's it. Okay, cool. Oh, I like that. That's adorable. Cat mural. I love it. I always forget about this stuff. And plus, I'm using things that I don't normally use. So this is fantastic. Fantastic. Oh, that's a wallpaper. I need a floor. Give me a floor or give me death. This is gritty. This looks weird. Strangerville. Yeah. That's a big one. A big bathroom. Yeah, let's give them a simple one. Actually, I'm going to find using the ones that will break the most. So using the cheap appliances will probably be better to do that. I'll give them one laundry basket throughout the entire house. They'll pile up and they'll have to do something. It'll be very, very stinky. Stinky, stinky Sims with their stinky, stinky laundry. I'll give them some toilet paper that they'll never use. They have a mirror. What else can I add? Maybe another pool in the front, maybe? I don't know. Maybe also the archway here. Yeah, they can get through. The floor looks like a club cracker. That's so funny. It kind of does a little bit. My acting classes, are they mainly comedy or drama? So they're variations of a lot of things. Drama, comedy, learning how to do self-tapes, cold reading on camera, scene studies, how to convey emotion on camera, auditioning for roles, improvisation, monologues. It's like a variation of everything, not just like one thing. Because I think it's important to have a array of skills and a array of training under your belt, so you know what to expect and know what to do, and then the casting directors and regular directors know what you're talking about and know what you're doing, and you can back it up with your training and your acting clips that you have. But it's like a variety of all those things. I find like with improv, it can really help you to have a lot of improv skills, whether it's in voiceover or in on-camera acting, because sometimes you got to think on the fly, and sometimes you just got to go with the flow and do that. So improv can really help you. Even cold reading is really crucial for a lot of things. And like, if you don't know what cold reading is, basically you get the script the day of your audition. Like, you didn't have time to prepare your script or get coached on it or anything. It's like the director gives you the script right then and there, and you do your audition. And I think it helps because like you can have that time to kind of analyze the script very quickly before auditioning, because sometimes with cold reading auditions, they'll give you the time to like 5 minutes or so to prepare a little bit and then start. And that's basically what it is. Oh, I forgot all the stuff in here. A heater, fire. Here you go. You will do acting. I recommend it. It's a lot of fun, whether you're going to do it professionally or just want to do it for fun. I recommend it. Acting can help you in so many different ways, both professionally and personally, no matter what you do. And you can carry all that training into whatever your job you're doing. Have you had a sim catch a fire using the toilet? No, I've never had that before. Never had that. And apparently it happens when you upgrade the toilet. So I've never had that. You majored in theater. Cold reading is a pain, depending on what you're doing with it. But yeah, theater cold reading, oh, that's a whole other ballpark that I'm just like, what in tarnation? So I feel your pain. And Noelle, welcome in. How are you doing today? Welcome in, welcome in. But yeah, usually what I've noticed is that yeah, that's good enough, is the fire happening with the toilet is usually when you upgrade it, apparently. And I've never had that because my Sims never upgrade anything in their house, because I would like that no more. Used to, not anymore. Yeah, welcome in, Noelle. Oh, you got an Addison as you said, welcome. Oh no. See, I always thought that was a glitch. You know, what was very funny. Meditation? Oh, little juicy thingies. Yeah. Damn, thank you for giving a gift sub to Noelle. Now you have no ads for the next 30 days. No ads for you. You have ad-free viewing. But anyway, welcome in. How are you? I hope you're doing so well and well on this fine evening. But today we are working on our lovely chaos house, aka leaving my game on pause for 12 hours tomorrow. And we're just kind of preparing the house for it. So we're chilling. Noelle, no ads. I love that. You had that happen to you and was wondering. You were screaming. Yeah, it happens when you upgrade the toilet. I knew it was a glitch a long time ago, but I think they fixed it where it's now, I think it's like an upgrade thing. What else can I add? Oh, a bonsai tree maybe? I don't know. What is the most chaotic thing you can do? Oh, they don't have a grill. Party. You just got tool and boy tar. Oh, yeah. Tool, scary. Don't have it because I'm scared. And Miv, welcome in. How are you doing today, friendo? Welcome in, Miv. Welcome in the Chaos crew. You love my house? I'm an artist. I made it with my own bare hands and my noodle brain. But Miv, we love you. How are you? I hope your stream went well. If you're popping in from Miv's community, I do not have a rate video. Miv has the best one on Twitch. Facts. But today we are currently building my chaos house because tomorrow I am going to be leaving my game unpaused all day. So exciting times. And J Master, welcome in. How are you? Oh, you work on the dino shell? How far are you into it? Because I just finished mine yesterday thinking Simsy would stream today to tour, but no, that's fine. But at least you have time now though. I will say nice things about you all I want, except my love. %30 done, okay. I think like with the shell challenge, once you kind of finish the roofing and the layout, it's easy after that. That's what I did. I totally copied the Ray Message Miv raid. Mush Froggy, Rainbow Robin, Cinnamon Roll. I want a cinnamon roll so badly. But welcome in, everyone. Miv is the nicest person I've ever met on Twitch when she's not killing me in Among Us. And then I cry, and then she's not nice. Oh, wait. Miv is a nice, is all the nice things in the world. I'm not biased at all. Not at all. Not at all. No. But Miv is really nice. She's really cool. I find her community, her vibes amazing. She's a very chilled streamer, and I love chilled streams. I just sit back and relax and listen to Miv. Whatever she's doing in the back and in the game, whatever she's streaming, I'm just there, chilling, vibing, lurking. Because all I do is lurk. I'm a lurker. I never know what to say. We stand Miv. This is a Miv stream? Yeah. Miv is streaming for me now. Yeah, do what you gotta do. Enjoy your lurk. I always appreciate the lurks here, as always. Appreciate it. Yes. Okay. That's a light. That doesn't bring enough light, though. Yeah. But yeah, so essentially all we're doing is making up the house for right now. It's a little bit chaotic, a little bit wild, but, you know, those are the vibes we're going with. Oh. You stand me too. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. Ooh. Oh, I gotta move this over. There we go. That's better. I have no sense of direction and no sense of style of this house. I would say if it looks crazy, we'll add it in. Oh, that doesn't do much with anything. Green? Oh, that doesn't bring any light whatsoever. Oh. Well, why did I put it over there? But yeah, so right now, if you're coming from Miv's stream, we're just thinking about what I could possibly add into this house to make it even more chaotic. We've already added in the piranha pool. We've added a few fire items in certain places. One bassinet. You know, simple things in life. That's all good. You do not have to be subbed to join my Discord. No. The Discord is open to literally anyone. Literally anyone can join my Discord. Yeah. Oh. Oop. Oh, whoa. Over here. But yeah, feel free to pop in, hang out with us. Do what you want. Vibe. We'll have a movie night on the May 4th, we're going to be watching Turning Red on May 4th, and I'm very excited about it. Fireworks. Oh my gosh. How could I forget? The most dangerous thing in the game, fireworks, literally. Oh my gosh. How could I forget? This is why I stream. I forget the most craziest things. Fireworks. I'm gonna put this lovely thing near the edge because chaos. I'll put several fireworks in here. One here, one right there. Okay, that has enough room for everything. Perfect. How do I change? Oh, how did I change the light color and build and buy mode? It's a mod by Twisted Mexi. It's the Better Build and Buy mod by Twisted Mexi. I find it quite essential to my building because I don't have to go into live mode and change it that way because it takes so much time. But yeah, Better Build and Buy by Twisted Mexi. Sadly, it's only PC and Mac. I weep for console players because console players can't have mods and it's so sad. So if you're on PC or Mac, you can get it. But console, I weep for you. Isn't it so cool? I find Turning Red so funny. We were just talking about it earlier. It's very relatable in so many different ways, depending on who you are and stuff like that. And I don't know, Pixar just does it right. Pixar just does it right. Oh, that's gonna be the Batu room. Oh, but I want to make it a fun house. You're headed out. All good, all good. Enjoy your rest. Thank you for hanging out with us, Mush Froggy. Appreciate the company as always. You thought it was base game? Oh, it's okay. I wish it was. That would be a dream. That would literally be a dream if they added that into base game. Our lives would be more simple. I'm not joking. More simple, the better. Honestly, whoa. The one thing I love about Batu is the fact that there's so many crates. I love the crates from Batu. That's the only thing I like about this pack. The crates and all the debug. We don't really need it for this one, but it looks nice. Ooh, a droid. Let's add one in. A little droid action. No railings, no kind. Sims might fall. That's okay. What's this? Oh. What's that? Oh my, what is that? Oh, that looks dangerous. Okay. Looks wild. I will add it in. I don't think it's functional, but it looks wild to me and I will add it in. You can't forget about the stone floor from Batu. Now that is really good. Yes. Yes. You know what the Sims should have added? More free packs. There's only the holiday pack and the grim ghoulish guitar. It is. I wish they would continue to update that pack because I loved every time they did an update or like every time there was a new holiday, they would add new stuff to it. And I was like, yes, give me more. Give me more. Oh yeah. Don't talk about spoilers. It'd be bad to spoil something fun. Spoilers are icky. This house is gonna hurt my eyes. And that's okay. That's dangerous. Okay. So that looks dangerous. Okay, that seems fine. Okay. Let's see. No. Maybe adding in Oh, you thought I was making a pride flag for a second? I can add one in. I'll add in several. Sir, are you okay? No. I'm unwell. Anyway. Where is... I'm unwell. We'll add one to each room. It may catch on fire, but you know, things happen. Oh. But I need to see them. We'll do it front face. You can see everything. Each individual room. Yeah, there's so many pride emotes from Twitch that they added in a while ago. I'm pretty sure. It's been a minute. But they always end up adding in new like pride emotes all the time around Pride Month. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool, I would say. Oh, here we go. Pretty cool indeed. Okay. Right here. Whoa. Child, oh. Yes. Yes, it is. It is. Not the random baby on the roof. Fun times, right? Fun times, right? But yeah, tomorrow is the stream, so I'm very excited about it. See what will commence. I have all the lot challenges on, so anything could literally happen. Our Sims could die in less than 12 hours, but who knows? I'm anticipating it'll last for 12 hours. I hope so, because that'd be great. But, you know, all lot challenges, anything could happen. But yeah, I'm just making the Chaos House today for it. I already made the Sims. We have 8 Sims for this lovely challenge here. Pancakes. We got basically Eliza and Bob pancakes. And then we got some of the Sims from the Sim session that we had a while ago, like BB Rexa and Joy and the other character that I can't remember the top of my name or the top of my head. And then 3 random Sims I've made for the pure fun of it. That's Baby Zilla. A child. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm also going to put this on the gallery, so if you all want it, you are in for a treat then. Oh my. No. I'm nervous. I'm also trying to make sure that the angle of everything will be fine. Based on like just the position of everything. Oh. I feel like if I zoom out too much, I won't be able to see everything. I don't know. I'll figure out the angle later. Was that the mother plant? Yes, it was. The link should work. I'm pretty sure. For the Discord. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that was some other plant. I forgot that they were in there. I was like, oh no. Run for your lives. Ow. Okay, so let's see. Third floor is done. Second floor is kind of done. I'm gonna add flooring in here. But I'm like, what else could I possibly add? Is the real question, because I am stumped. And they're all adults too. So there's no children until later down the line if they end up having kids, which I'm anticipating that they will. So hopefully they will. Yeah, tomorrow, 10 p.m. Central. I try to log in, it brings me to create account. But you can't use your existing account. That's weird. I would try logging into Discord and then seeing if it'll work that way. Ooh, Jungle Adventure flooring. I love Jungle Adventure. It's a nice pack. Oh my, no. Oh my, no. We don't talk about Bruno. Oh, speaking of Bruno, in my BitLife playthrough, one of my Bit Citizen spouse was named Bruno, and then they named their kid Bruno. So there were literally 2 Brunos in my BitLife playthrough, which I found very funny. I was like, oh my gosh. And it just happened. I'm like, oh, hold up. No. Here we go. Oh, this is the wrong one. Here we go. This is better. Over an orange. There we go. You tried that? That's weird. Usually my Discord thing always works. I'm not sure why it's not working for you. Not really sure why. Ow, my leg. I think one of my mods can send like a temporary invite, I'm assuming. Yeah, all the pride flags are from what's it called? Base game. But yeah, I think you search just pride, it'll be good. It should be there. You tried searching into the community section, couldn't find you. What? Am I even in there? What the what? Oh my lordy Lou. Oh, because I'm not there. I think I took that off because I was scared of getting trolls. Yeah, I took off the community feature off of Discord. I'm like, that's scary. I don't want to get trolls in my Discord. Cause Discord's scary. Ow, my leg. But yeah, that's where you can find the pride flags though, in base game. There we go. You're gonna eat some food. You got it from an Asian restaurant. Ooh, woo. That's exciting. I love food. I think I'm gonna make chicken burgers again because I had those yesterday and then today for lunch, and it was quite delicious. I would say so myself. There we go. Perfect. One here, one there. There we go. I think this looks really nice, to be honest. From what I've done so far, I think it looks pretty cool. Based on the structure of it all. Yeah. That's weird. I would try them, like, I don't know. Sometimes Discord doesn't work for some people, and sometimes it does and doesn't. That's weird. Oh, okay. That's weird. I will probably just give it a day and see if it works again for you tomorrow, if you'll be here. Because we've had that issue before in the past where some of it worked for some people and some of it didn't. So I would give it until tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah. I would try that, but that's weird. Why does mine not work? Am I not special? Discord doesn't like me, apparently. Discord says no. I'm like, what? Discord's mean. Okay, this is a gym. Huh. You gotta run. Nice being here. Have a great stream. Yeah, you too, J Master. Thank you for hanging out with us today. I will see you hopefully next time for another stream. And you'll be here. Okay, cool. It's still humid where you are and it's in the 70s. Same. I'm getting hot just sitting in this room because it's like 70 degrees outside. And I'm like, I'm not here for it. It needs to go away. Okay, this will be the gym area. I'm not gonna add too many things in here. Simple flooring. So the game plan for tomorrow is probably, I'll kind of go over like explaining a little bit of what we're doing tomorrow. And then we'll like kind of go right into it. So maybe like 10:30 is when we'll actually start, most likely. Put some flirting or items around the sauna. Ooh, right. There is that what are they called? What are the things called? It's those lights that we got from a base game. I believe if you own The Sims 3 or like certain packs of The Sims 3, you would get these things. Inspiring, confident, playful. Okay, that's confident, inspiring, romantic. Here it is. Oh, I didn't know you could put stuff in here. Oh, hey, look at that. Yeah, enjoy your lurk. You're about to put on a cold sheet mask. Nice. Very good. Put some in the sauna. Maybe put some in the maybe in the kitchen because I think they might be up here. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. I'll put some more fireworks in here. Fireworks seems logical. Yeah. Fireworks. One here. One there. And one here. And it goes there. Oh, they do need some music, so I'll put in a stereo because that might break at some point. So that might cause some little ruckus in the household. Maybe. Let's get a nice little. Oh my, that is gigantic. Oh my goodness gracious. Should I add in a mini fridge into this? I feel like I should. But that causes them to eat food, which makes them live longer. But mini fridges have snacks. So maybe mini fridge is not that bad. I'll get the one that's so basic looking. University. And the stair can go up here. Yeah. And this will cover the whole thing, so that'd be fine there. Oops. And here. Cool. This is nice. I'm pretty pleased with this house. Okay, I got treadmill, I got a sauna, that one workout machine thingamabob. I need lights. Ooh, romantic. Let's get some lights in here. Let's get the saucer lights. Get this one. Use the lighting to like maybe a red. Death. Ooh, this is a nice room. Put on G. So I have lights up here. Oops, no. Make this orange. Oh, that's nice. And I guess I can probably make this the living room. most likely. And then, because the other parts aren't really living room areas, but I don't want to cover too much stuff that's blocking the stairs part. I'll probably put a wall behind the stairs, so it can back it out a little bit. Some, like something like along like here. Be blocked off. And scoop this back. Right here. Oh, I need to move this back over here. There we go. Now we have more room. We can see things. It's over here. All the little fireworky thingies under the stairs. And then I'll put a couch and then a TV. I'll put the most expensive one, because none of them, I don't think. Do they have any handiness skills? I don't think any of the Sims that I have in this household don't have a handiness skill. If they do, they probably have level 1. I'm assuming. They just have level 1. Add in this one right here. Actually, no. I'll add in this thing. But would the mother plant even be feasible? Would that be even logical to add in? Oh, these infected spores. If I add these in, will they interact with them though? Probably not. I'm gonna add one back here anyway. They'll be fine. They'll be fine. If they get infected by the mother, then whoops. They'll be fine. It's like a nice little touch of decor. Peachy cool. Okay, got that there. And then gonna add in some more newspaper thingies, because they look grungy and weird. Some of these little dirt things down over here. Is there a cow plant? There is. I added one upstairs earlier. I want to add in another. Ooh, I want to add in another one, but I feel like 2 would be too much personally, so I think just 1 would be fine for now. And welcome back from your lurk, pancakes. Welcome back from your lurk. Oh, this is tough. I feel like I've added everything that I could possibly add into this house. Oh no, you are totally fine. You are all good. I've just been like thinking of like, what could I else add to this build that I haven't added yet? Because I don't think I've used all the items that I wanted to use. And Space Reader, welcome in. Is that a pile of blood? No, it's dirt. It's from Strangerville. It's like a so it's not moss. It's some type of like dirt. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, but it's not blood. Unless it was. Maybe. Oh, a hot tub. How could I forget? That's right. I like a hot tub moment. We'll add in the special birthday one that we got from The Sims for their 21st anniversary. The birthday hot tub that everyone loves, right? The smile makes it more concerned. It's like, I'm not worried. I'm fine. It's like a chemical, yeah, like a chemical stain. That's what it was. Chemical stain. That's what it was. I didn't see it go through. I didn't see it on my notifications. Put some rugs underneath the flammable stuff. Ooh, that's a good idea. I don't think your Sims will interact with that. That is a good idea. I have this newspaper thing. That's technically flammable, right? But I guess I can layer them on top of each other, yeah. Easy peasy. Okay. I like that idea. Just lay there on top of each other. And probably get one that's not as fancy as this one. So swapping out the fireplace with more of a cheaper option, which I think would work best to catch on fire. And then placing like maybe one other rug underneath. Something fuzzy you got from the dumpster. Oh, we can add in a dumpster. You can die from the wall climbing thing, the fitness pack. I don't think so. It's the only one, the one that I know is from Mount Komorebi. Yeah, we got a Murphy bed. We have one up here, the cheaper one, the one without the sofa. So this one will probably cause some physical pain, most likely. I would hope so, it would. But yeah, we got a Murphy bed. We have another bed up here that's near the edge for experimental reasons. And now we're kind of just figuring out the general like scheme of things. What did I say earlier? I said something earlier and I forgot. Oh, the dumpster. Oh. Dumpster diving. Okay, I was getting them confused. I don't know. I don't remember actually, because I don't really use the whatchamacallit? The rock climbing thing from fitness stuff at all. I don't think I've ever used it. Vending machines. That'd be a good addition to add in. Okay. We'll add those in. Downstairs. I think we can get those in there. Vending machines. Oh, there's multiple ones. Perfect. Okay. Okay, these are semi-capsules. I think these are the ones that technically will... Why is the slot so big? I don't understand. Okay. Anyway. Let's see. Well... Actually, I think I might move... I'll move them over here. I'll move 2 over here. So I want to see your Sims actually sit, maybe. And then move 1 of the fireworks. No, I'll just do 2. I'll do 2 vending machines. And do that way. You just popped in. Is this the doll? Is this a dollhouse, or are you hoping weather will kill them? Both. Both. This is my house so far. What is this? The mess that I've created today. Stanley the hot dog didn't make it. Didn't seem to think so. With a baby. Aren't they pretty? That's a large baby. Oh! How could I forget the child? Oh, I did not spell child right. Oh my gosh. Help, help. Whoa, whoa. Game. Game, hello? Thank you. Baby Yoda. Now it makes sense, see? Baby and Yoda. I can't. Oh my gosh. Anyway. Yeah. Is there anything else that's dangerous in this game that I should add in? Because we got a hot tub. We can put that on the 2nd floor. Or I think, well, no, the top floor on the edge. We got Murphy bed. We got our piranha pool over here. What else? What else? I was thinking of adding in a dumpster, but I don't think that's a really good idea. I got a plant from the mother, so this might be infecting our Sims maybe. I got a pool upstairs. Oh, I have a pool right here on the side. So they can start swimming and stuff on the edge. You know, living life on the edge, you gotta swim on the edge. It's like an infinity pool. So we have a pool. Let's see. I'm only giving them 2 beds because they don't need to sleep like this. I got a sim ray. So that's something. I am using lot traits, yes. I am using Vampire Nexus, so vampires will spawn. But I feel like that's not going to help anyway because no sim can get to the top of this house because it's going to be on a foundation later. So I might take this one off and swap it out with a different one. And probably do... Oh, Romantic Aura. Here it is. That's it. I'll do the Romantic Aura because I think that'll be helping the romance. And then I have on all the lot challenges too. Ooh, bees. Bees. All the bees. Okay. We'll put the bees on the edge. Because they're always so angry. There we go. I'm really just asking for chaos today. I really am. And you know what's so cool about these lot traits? They're all red. I mean, the lips are red. The blanket is kind of pinkish red. And then you got the Romantic Aura being pinkish red. So it's like wonderful. The color doesn't represent anything else. Just romance and luck, right? Nothing blood related, no. Never would be that. You're opening up The Sims now. Are you doing a little challenge where you're gonna leave your game unpaused? I feel like everyone should leave their game unpaused just to see what would happen. Because I find it very hilarious. We do have a rat/hamster over here. I think I got the... Which one did I get? I got the rat named Whiskers. I got that one. Let's see. I'm gonna go through all the categories again just in case. I don't have a computer and desk because I was thinking not to add one because I feel like they're gonna be on it all the time. And I'm like, what would they do on there anyway? But do you think a computer and desk is necessary to have or no? Kitchen's basically done. They only have 1 bathroom and 1 toilet, so they're fine with that. Beds are good. Living room. Looking at maybe some other stuff in here too. Yeah, they do have a TV. And yeah, they usually are on the computer. Like if you have a computer, they're on it all the time. So that makes sense, yeah. Okay, so no computer or desk for them then. No technology. They suffer. Oh, I can add in like this bar drink thing from... What pack is it from? Luxury Party Pack. Let me add this one in here. A little sippy sip every once in a while, you know? I'll take one of the fireworks and put them near the stairs. Put the little thing right here. Nisha Sneeze, a long time no see. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well and so on this fine evening. It might help them, but it's not necessary. Okay, then I won't add it in then. Okay. But welcome in. We're starting chaos for no reason, but for a reason, because tomorrow we are going to be playing a thing like I call leaving my game on pause all day. And leaving my Sims to their own devices. Hee hee, haha, hoo hoo. But yeah, so we're just building the chaos house today for it tomorrow. Yeah, it's been a long time, but I'm so glad that you're back though. Hopefully all has been well with you, keeping yourself busy. And all. Okay, I don't have to add anything over here. I already got one of the little hamster thingies. Video games are not necessary for them at all. Do I have a bubble blower? I don't, but I think adding one in here will be really cool upstairs. Yeah. Oh, you start reading the Bridgerton books? Ooh, I've been playing Stardew Valley. Nice. I love Stardew Valley. I still haven't watched Bridgerton yet. I need to get into Bridgerton. Everyone says watch it, and I just keep forgetting, but it's also on my list. And I have other shows I've been watching lately that I want to, you know, finish first. Then to start another one. Yeah. Been on my radar. I know they got renewed for season 2. Cottage living. What do you got for me today? Cottage living. Let's see. Let's say. Picnic table. Oh, wait. An animal shed. Will that fit up there? No. Like, let's add an animal shed. It won't fit. That won't fit even in the slightest. Well, no, it won't. I got the chicken coop up here. I got the bees. I got the rabbit. And dryer could start a fire if they don't clean the lint trap. True. I got the washer and dryer over here. But I think I might move it so it's more visible. So I think I'll move it over here. That way we can still see what's happening from this angle. Yeah. So we got that. I was watching some interviews on Bridgerton, like some of the actors and actresses, like what their audition process was. And it's like wild, but also really interesting too on what they had to do. So it was nice. I think I'll have to start with season 1, of course, and then work my way up. I'll probably go slow with it. You played some Sims today? Very good. What did you do in the Sims? You're gonna head to bed. All good, pancakes. See you tomorrow, hopefully. But enjoy your rest. I hope you're ready for the chaos. Bring some popcorn. Popcorn is not required, but you know, it'll help with the anticipation, the stress. Yeah, thank you. In your English oral exam, you had the only A in the entire English class. Well, look at you. Look at you. Smart. The only A in the entire English class. I love that for you. That's so cool. I was never really good at English. I was more of a science type of person. Didn't get the best grades, but you know, I did do something. You'll be here at 10 with a lot of snacks. Very good. I will have my snacks as well. Don't you worry. Okay. You play with your family Sims? Oh, good. I need to play with my family Sims more. Like all I do is all I do is like stream all of my Sims, but I never get to play my families off camera as often as I would like to. But that's cool. We didn't really like the first season, but the second season is fire. I bet it is. I mean, based on what I've read, like the what was it again? Like the stats, the ratings or whatever. The ratings for the first season was really high, but then I read some more. The second season ratings on the first day it was released was extremely higher than the first season, which makes sense. So I bet it was. I guess I just gotta watch it more. But I'm hoping with Grey's Anatomy coming to an end with season 18 soon, I will have a break and I'll be able to watch more shows more regularly. Okay. Good night. Sleep well. I love how this trap house just turned into chaos and basically death trap. But the real question is, who will survive? Who will survive and go to the next round? These are the questions we need to ask. Will it be Eliza? Will it be Bob? Will it be BB Rexa? Imagine if BB Rexa survived throughout the entire house and was the only one that lived. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay. Oh, I didn't get this side. I'll do this side right here. Here we go. I wonder how long it'll take for the first death. I wonder too. Start placing your bets right now, besties. Ooh. Prediction, maybe? Maybe a prediction? Yeah. Earn some points through a prediction. I like that idea. Yes. This is just the piranha pool room. Nothing really special, just death. What color did I make this room? Okay, I made it this color. Gotta remind myself to add lights into this this room over here. But yeah, prediction. Oh, you haven't started Bridgerton yet? Sonda Rhimes has caused me so much pain. I don't know if I should start another one of her shows. I don't know. Maybe. I would probably just like wait, but then again, like, ooh, the shows are just so good. I would say the shows are just too good. I want to watch Scandal and I want to watch Inventing Anna. Like, there's so many shows I want to watch. I'm like, there's too much out there. So it's hard to choose. But yeah, Bridgerton is like, I don't know. She really did cause us a lot of pain with Grey's Anatomy and Station 19 and Private Practice, even though I need to go back. I have to go back and watch Private Practice because I just couldn't get behind it. After the first couple of seasons, it just felt very slow paced to me that I needed a little oomph to it. It was missing something. Welcome back, Noelle. You just started watching Deary Girls because one of the Bridgerton actors is in that series. Deary Girls is one of your favorite series. Why is that name found? That show sounds very familiar. Oh, ooh, oh. Never heard of it. But it's like, I know that name from somewhere and I don't know where. Scandal forever be your fave. I find myself like, I don't know if you feel the same way, but whenever I watch shows that I know that have ended, I tend to forget that there's so many seasons I have to watch in order to finish it. Like, for example, Supernatural. It's already over, but 15 seasons. Too long that I'll have to watch. So there's a lot of craziness happening with that show. But Scandal, top tier. But my favorite sitcom I'm currently watching right now is Abbott Elementary. It's a really good show. Ah, there we go. We've got a prediction, besties. Predict with your channel points. I can't predict because I'm the streamer. When will be the first death? First 15 minutes? Or between 15 to 40 minutes? Ah, that's a really good prediction. Vote away, besties, vote away. Yeah, you did. We need Chucky season 2. I bet it'll happen sometime soon then. I bet it'll happen. But yeah. Oh. 10? Oh. Really? I think we're all thinking smart right now with the prediction. So you don't lose out on some points. 190 from the first 15 to 40 minutes of gameplay. I can see that happening. This will be just empty. I don't even think they can get through this anyway. Okay, so that's there. What else am I missing? Oh, I want to do a yoga mat so they can meditate for a little bit. Can they do anything with that? I don't think they can. Whoa! 4.8k, Lordy Lou. Is happiness fall? Ooh. then you've got time to prepare. You've got time to prepare. What if I put this back here? Will they even look through it? I think they will. I'm gonna move this bubble blower thingy. Ooh, I don't know where. I don't know where to put it. I'm confused. When you spend 6 hours building in The Sims and your Sims insults you and calls poorly decorated, it makes you want to delete them so quickly. It's like, excuse me, you're wrong. You're lying. This house is extremely decorated to the highest degree. You better respect it or you'll get deleted in a heartbeat. I love how no one is saying 15 minutes. That's what I love. They're like, I'm being smart today. Use your noodle. Oh, what happened here? Oh, there we go. I guess we'll see. Imagine if someone dies in the first like 15 minutes of the stream. I would literally laugh. Literally to the pond. Oh my gosh. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I do that right. Okay. So that's all there. You can see everything. Oh, I need to do the outside of all this. Here. I want to have some colorful colors. Need some wacky wallpaper I don't really use. Oh, little funhouse ones. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Good evening. Cat Love, welcome in. How are you doing today? We're currently working on our chaos house right now, and it's the most chaotic house I've ever built in my entire life. Like, what in tarnation is this house? Can't describe it, but it's something to look forward to, because tomorrow I'm leaving my game on pause all day and having my Sims just do whatever to their own devices and see what happens. I'm anticipating so much fires, so much chaos, and absolute destruction. And also, Seven Souled, welcome in. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. How are the vibes? Oop, go up here. Now we gotta decorate the last and final floor of our house. Generators. Well, they don't... Do they really need generators, though? Because I don't have the, I don't have the off-the-grid lot challenge on. Because what does that do? The generators. You doing good? I'm having the most fun I have ever had in my entire life because tomorrow I won't have to like do so much work, and I can let my game just run wild and do whatever they want. Fires? Okay. Oh, but I only do outside. Over here. But yeah, I'm doing really good though. I'm hot because it's like 76 degrees outside right now, and it's just like, oh, help. But so far so good. Today I'm thinking chaotic vibes, and it's working. Sims Chaos is the best chaos. Oh, it is. Indeed it is. Have you ever left your game on pause before? Punching bags? No. What else? Also, what extension pack should I get first? She's in between seasons. Always. But yeah, Tess is great. Tess is right. Both are great, but seasons will always be the first one I always recommend because it's seasons. There's all 4 seasons. There's a lot of interactions, activities. The calendar system's way better with seasons installed. Cast is really good. Build and buy is really good. And it makes it fun for really fun gameplay. And that's true. All the other worlds are different. That is very true. Some don't really snow that much. Some don't rain as much. So it's really good. It's supposed to be 80 degrees in Michigan tomorrow. Not sure what to do with that heat. I want the heat to go away. Like, I don't like the heat or the cold. 85 and humid. Ugh, that's icky. Oh. I don't think it's supposed to rain tomorrow where I live. I don't think so. I hope not. If it does, then I'm gonna like, oh, make it go away. What's this? Plant sim stump. No. Let's see. I feel like I've added everything I could possibly add. Pretty sure. Sometimes you leave your game on pause when you're in the restroom, and I always get so scared when my Sims are gonna die and get back. I get scared too. I always end up saving my game every like hour or so when I end up leaving to do something else. I guess I can add this up here, I'm assuming. It's looking at their fire hazard, so it should do something at least. Okay, your Sims are fine. 65. It snowed in PA this week. My friend Momo said it snowed where they live. And I think they live in Michigan, I'm pretty sure. And that's just not it. And apparently today is Earth Day. And Earth was like, I'm going to be a bit shady and go crazy with the weather. And cause chaos. I'm like, please don't. I don't have time for that right now. Functional off the lot. Oh, off the grid. I don't think that your Sims can use that autonomously. Decorations, plumbing, storage, appliances. Water features? Off the grid. Oh, it's been cloudy for days, and you've really seen... Oh, it really ever rains? It's just teasing me. It's like, I'll rain. Eventually. Just not now. You're gonna head to bed. All good, all good. XOXO, thank you for hanging out with us today. See you hopefully next time for another stream. Hopefully tomorrow, maybe. But have fun resting, of course. I'm gonna add some chairs out here and probably add more seating. Does this work? But do your Sim stand with this one, or they should be able to oh, there it is. I was like, there should be a way for them to sit. Okay, so I'll do like that. And I guess I put the bubble blower outside. Put this near... Put this right here. Little Smolly Q. Fire pit. I should decorate the chicken area a little bit more. I'll spruce it with some color. Add some pink. Add some dark greens. Maybe a little bit of another green. A little blue. A little yellow. A little orange. Another like red. A little purple. Another like dark green turquoise thingy. Bit of brown. Another like dark red. It's a little brown. What? Horrors at night are not accepted. Twitch, get it together right now. And Cookie Coma's welcome in. How are you doing today? I hope your day is going pretty well and swell this fine evening. How are you? I feel like The Sims... I was gonna say they do, but they don't. But I think that would be really cool. Or a way that you can set a timer for it to save, you know? And another way too, because I mean The Sims, no, none of The Sims ever had that. But I think what would be so annoying, that if your game saved every time you traveled, or like every time that you went through a loading screen, which is every time you travel. But I find I would think that would be very annoying, but because the amount of times that I travel is so much, like every 5 minutes, I'll travel somewhere differently because I'm like, I want to go somewhere else. That would be really annoying. I think it would it would save, like it wouldn't show that it's saving, but it would, you just know it would save. But that would be too much. I think I should, I'm thinking I should go to the beach. It can be clear skies and sunny, but the second I decide to go to the beach, the weather's like, I'm gonna ruin your entire day and pour. It's like, no, I'm good. It's like, are you sure? You said you wanted some nice cloudy skies. Like, I said no. I was like, okay, I'll rain. The weather's like, I don't listen. Get it together. Get together. Like the Sims did with Get Together. Oh, okay. This here. And then I think maybe for the top part, I might just add a bunch of grass. Cottage living. Ah, so beautiful. I love it. Nice little hot tub. Oh, I want to add a stereo out here when it rains so it can break and then they can fix it and then probably get electrocuted. Electrocution in The Sims? Yes. Near the edge? Even worse. I love it. Oh, I need to add a light up here so we can kind of see at nighttime with the chickens. And we'll add like all the chickens and stuff that we need to do ahead of time. Because I don't think they'll do it autonomously. Yeah, I don't think they will do it autonomously with adding chickens and whatnot. Let's delete this real quick and then we add it in. What? What incarnation? Okay. Blue? Okay. Enjoy your lurk. That's Texas weather for you. I've only been to Texas like one time. And honestly, it was definitely a time of the century. I enjoyed it. I really did. Oops. I think I might limit to lights down here and here. I'm gonna make this one like maybe a blue. I was like, that does literally nothing, but okay. Maybe this one can be like an orangey color. That's like a green. And got the other ones, which I didn't add any lights in here. Is there a rideable horse in any expansion? No. We have bikes. But if you play The Sims 3, there are horses. Oh, I left the cap on and I'm like, I'm gonna drink some water. Because someone said hydrate. And I was like, I'm gonna drink, but the lid's still on. Oops. I'll make this one like a red one. That is just a lot. Green. Put that. There we go. That's some semi-normal room. Okay, I think this looks really good. I think the house itself is very chaotic. I'll have to add. Oh my gosh. But yeah, looking, that's horrifying. Looking at from this angle and you look up and you see these two things, I would literally just run away. This looks scary. Seeing this in your dreams? Oh, Lordy Lou. This is worse than Chucky. It's so cursed. I don't like it, but I love it. Okay, I'll have to add some lights to the front face of it so we can see a little bit of it. One time you were looking at your phone for a little hours and I was looking at all around my room and looking under my sheets. And I kid you not, I was looking for my phone as I use my phone as a flashlight. Okay, that has happened to me on multiple occasions, so you are not the only one. I was like, where's my phone? It's literally in my hand, and I was searching for hours to find it. But it was in either in my hand or in my pocket. I wanted to cry that day. Welcome to Chucky's Playhouse, hee hee ha ha. Okay, let's see if I can get a little bit closer. Yeah. Now I'll have to figure out the angle before stream tomorrow, so we can have that already set up and stuff. I was like, is it gonna put any light there or not? Green. There we go. This is so chaotic. The daytime looks better. So I really don't know. Let's figure this out now. Let's see. Let me do something real quick. Let me put this here. So the stream tomorrow, I'm thinking, because we all need to see this, of course. So I'm thinking for tomorrow, the angle that we're gonna do it as, ugh. I don't know what angle. I feel it's a front view angle, of course. But let's figure out the best action plan for this. Is that if I do it, I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Oof. Because I want to make sure that you can see everything, but also at the same time see the top view of the house. But I think it looks lovely. I really like this house, honestly. We did a really good job on this. We all did this together. Yeah, we don't really need to see the top part of the house anyway. It's fine. It's not the end of the world. So maybe we can do it like this. What do you all think? What do you all think of this angle? I think this is okay? The angle? You don't need to see too much, but you also want to see it, be able to see enough. Good angle? Okay. Okay, cool. I will take a picture of this just in case for myself. Alrighty. Okay. I think that will be that's a good angle. You can still see like the first floor and everything. You can see everything else. You'll see all the stuff kind of happening. How do you go up like that? I just pressed the E key on my keyboard. Q goes down, then E goes up. I'm gonna have to figure out the blurriness of all this because this is like wild. I'll play around with it, but yeah, we got an angle. Good. Yeah, it's the Q goes up, or no, Q goes down and then E goes up. Oop, there we go. Once you get all the Sims in there tomorrow, you can add the fountain so you can't escape. Yeah, I'll add in the foundation so they can't escape in. Yeah. Oh, didn't forget this part. Here we go. Gotta do the back part of this. Yep, this looks great. Are we a chaotic bunch or what? What does that do? That does something. Okay. Let the baby be a surprise to whoever downloads it. Yes, I like that idea. Let it be a surprise. It's like an early birthday present, right? Wait, oh yeah, I read, oh yeah, the foundation part. Because they will have literally the most worst time ever in this house, and I anticipate them to die at a certain point. I mean, look at this. There's literally a bed. There's literally a bed on the edge of this. If your Sims sleep, they could just fall over or something. I don't know. What's the worst that could happen? They cry? Not on my watch. I don't think so. Yeah, this is nice. I like it. not nightmare fuel or anything. Yeah. No, not nightmare fuel or anything. Plus they have satellites. They have all the channels because of Yoda with the baby Yoda. Okay, cool. Let me go ahead and upload this to the gallery then. What does it look like? Oh, I'm moving the lot. Oops. Save the house. What's modded? Oh, I added in my... I was like, why is it modded? Because it says I have CC in here, which I do. It's the couch that I made. Let me remove those and add in the base game ones, so you all can see it. This one right here. It's dreamful fuel. Yeah, it's supposed to help you sleep, and you're supposed to dream. It's supposed to help you. I call it meditation. It's your meditation medicine that you need in order to think, breathe, and thrive. Yes. Katie, welcome in. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well and so on this fine evening. We are just finishing our final touches of this lovely chaos house, and it's been wonderful. I would say so. I'm pretty pleased. This looks horrifying. I love it. The grass floor gives me an idea to make a camouflage house. Ooh, that's a good idea. Because we have grass flooring and grass roofing as well. So you could literally make a whole hobbit house if you wanted to. Fun house. Chaos fun house. You just woke up from a 5-hour nap and you're finally eating. Ooh woo, that's exciting. I'll say 2 beds because there's literally 2 beds, 1 bathroom. Oh, can I spell? This is the best house you have ever seen on the gallery. Please download Baby Yoda needs help. Chaos. Yes, I love it. There's also 10 lot challenges on this. Quake Zone, Curse, Spooky, Volcanic Activity, Reduce and Recycle, Grotty, Gremlins, Creepy Crawlies, Filthy, and Wild Foxes. What's the lot traits? Romantic Aura, On Dark Leyline, and Mean Vibe. So this is just like the most chaotic thing I've ever seen in my entire life. And it's 84,000 simoleons. Are you ending stream soon? Yeah, I'm gonna be ending stream soon. Yes. Oh, there's so many packs. I think I used every single pack ever to exist in The Sims 4. But yeah, this is for tomorrow's stream. So tomorrow you will see The Sims in action. We'll do the last final touches, adding in The Sims, and then doing all the things that they need to do so they don't kind of get to places. Explain to me every time I play the legacy version of my Sims. I am for some reason not able to access the gallery. What? That'll probably do it. Are you connected to the internet? That is usually the case. You did Simsy's Dino Shell? I did. I finished mine too. I finished mine yesterday. And you made a whole gnome altar in the basement because I didn't know what to put there. I just put, what did I do? I think I put down in the basement was like a little reading room. And I put my build in Brightchester. I don't know if this is the safe file I'm supposed to be in. Oh no, it's a different one. But yeah, that is very funny. I've heard some other things too. Some people have put a gnome prison in their build in the basement. I'm not surprised. The song is sad. But yeah. How did you make the background? Loading screen yellow. Custom content. If you do exclamation mark loading screen in the chat, it'll tell you where ooh, yeah. I think so. Oh no. It isn't that one. It's not the one I'm using. It's Hobie's that I'm using. No. Oh, wrong one. Oh. I'll have to find the link to my new loading screen then. Because that one is an old, outdated one. I can't remember where. Let me search it for you real quick. I have the DM. I just gotta find it. Ah, here it is. I'll have to change that one. Here's the correct loading screen, the one that I use in my game, and I will be changing that command right now. There we go. I just got a little altar in the basement. I put a T-posing gnome on the pedestal and surrounded him with candles, and then on the ground I put other gnomes so they are looking up to the T-posing gnome to worship him, as one should. As one should. T-pose is the best. What you need to send me how many of those surprise keychains I bought. Oh my gosh. Oh my lordy Lou. Okay. Free real estate on. There we go. I'll put the Sims on anyway. That is, I'm assuming you bought 50, right? 50? 50. Maybe. But anyway, besties, $6.99 each. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, what in the world? Lordy Lou. You always get scared when I have to reset a sim and then they're T-posing. Oh, I get scared too. It happens. It happened to me one time. Usually when my sims give birth at the hospital is when they're T-posing the most, because the hospital is glitched. I've noticed. But it's scary. It's a jump scare, just like the toast from the toaster is a jump scary type of thing. But anyway, besties, we're gonna do the clip of the day and do that. And then we'll be able to wrap up our stream for now until tomorrow. I'm very excited for tomorrow. Tomorrow, 10 a.m. Central Time for 12 whole hours. Pop in and out when you want. I'm sure chat will always update what's happening. Because something's always bound to happen in this game, especially mine. Yeah, I never really go to the hospital anymore and give birth because how glitchy it is, for sure. But I always like to go to it because I get the birth certificate, but yeah. I mean, technically you can send your sim to the hospital alone. You don't have to join them. But I always end up forgetting. Alrighty, besties. Ooh, wrong screen. But the clip of the day. Yeah, Katie, thank you for hanging out with us today for a few short minutes. Do not fret. Tomorrow shall commence utter and complete chaos. I can guarantee there will be so much chaos because leaving your game on pause, there's stuff bound to happen. I never really know what it'll be, but hey, you downloaded the mod. Thanks, you're welcome. I hope you like it. Alrighty, besties, a clip of the day. Sims Medieval. Watch this. Is she gonna die? Are they dying? Speed it up. What?
This would never happen in the Sims route. Watch this.
Oh, the clip cut me off.
Are they dying?
The clip cut me off.
What?
It cut me off. I mean, honestly, that would never happen in The Sims 4 or The Sims 3 or The Sims 2 or even The Sims 1 unless you were Bonehilda. But this stuff would never happen in the regular Sims game because they ain't that crazy. I'm telling you, Sims Medieval is it's wild. You'd be surprised at what you see in this game. You woohoo one time and you don't even know you're pregnant. Did you really just die as soon as I came in? Yeah. It's a clip that from my Sims Medieval stream from like three years ago. I was the matriarch. I was like the head honcho. And then I just put somebody into the pit because I didn't like them because they heckled at my wedding. And I was like, you heckle, you die in the pit. So I was like, death upon you. And then they died. And then I was shocked because I didn't know what would happen. You don't regret buying the keychains as you shouldn't. Sims was like, who? In a nutshell, yeah. It's like you woohoo one time you don't even know you're pregnant in The Sims. It really is. They're on a whole other playing field. You're like, oh, I didn't know. It's like, you didn't know? Like, you cheat on several people and they're fine with it the next day. It's like, oh. I mean, there's no sense of a family tree anyway in The Sims Medieval. I have like 5 kids by 3 different people in one of my saves, and it's just another time to live by, and I just don't really know what to say about that. But we're just gonna move forward and hope for the best. You can buy it on Origin, and I think it's $20, I believe. $20 on Origin that you can buy it from. And I think it's also on Steam, but don't quote me on the Steam one. Origin I do know, because that's where I bought mine. Origin. But anyway, I will leave you all here. I am actually going to go on a bit of a raid and send some love over to a new streamer who is actually playing The Sims 4, my good friend Egg Babe, who is doing a pack restricted cottage build, which is quite exciting. But the quote of the day says, I promise I'm stable. I'm not. I'm unwell and unstable. Because after today, I'm unstable and unwell. Tomorrow, I'm going to be full on mental breakdown. So, yeah. Exciting times. Being unstable is a great time sometimes. You just got to cry about it and you hope for the best, that the crying fit will stop one day. But anyway, we're gonna go send some love over to my good friend Egg Babe, see what she's up to, hang out with her in her stream. And tomorrow, everyone, tomorrow is a big day. We're still raising money for Hope for Haiti all month long. And we're also going to be doing a long Leaving My Game Unpaused stream all day tomorrow, starting at 10 a.m. Central Time, going until 10 p.m. Central Time. So 12 hours long. And hopefully there will be some chaos, because all lot traits or all lot challenges and 3 lot traits that could ultimately be so chaotic and so destructive that my game might crash. But we'll just have to wait and see and hope for the best. But anyway, thank you all for hanging out with me, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye. Peace.